Today, this is the experiment for my new podcast, my video podcast, interactive. And what that means is that you guys, not only can you chat, and I can read it, and we can talk and discuss, you can also Skype in, hopefully it works, and you'll get to speak to the Twitch audience as to what your opinion is, or if you have a question, or if you just want to say something that is not ridiculous, you know what I mean? Unless it's just boobies, which we all know is okay. Anyways, no. Trolls will be handled accordingly, so this should be interesting. So if you call in and you're a dickwad, you will be blocked and banned for life. I will not tolerate it. It's ridiculous. Boobies! Anyways, so yeah. Can you guys hear Rick? Say hi, Rick.
What up, everybody? Yeah, I was watching the stream. I can hear myself as well.
Okay, cool. Dude, Rick is hotter than all human beings on this planet, so
Shut
I'm
up.
fine with that. All audio is fine, awesome. So the true test is going to be the Skype callers, so hopefully you guys can hear them. You won't be video Skyped in, your audio will be the only thing coming through, hopefully. Yeah, and that is that. Alright, so hey, is there any class of dickwad below dickwad that doesn't allow you to be banned? No. So, if you want to troll the chat. Just don't troll the Skype. Because that's a quick one. Hang up. Boom.
Also, I won't be able to hear the person in the Skype call, so Lisa will have to repeat.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do a little earbud when we got a caller.
No?
I think you should.
Well, then I gotta...
Just have
I'm fine.
Just have it ready.
I'm fine. I'll just listen to the stream while they talk.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Right?
Yeah, and I just won't talk. It's fine. Then I'll mute it, and then I'll talk. We'll discuss or whatnot, and then...
Yeah, you feel it out. Like I said, this is the test. Numero uno. We're going to see how we can get this going. I've got a burp that just wants to come out so bad right now, and it's not. I don't like... Can you guys see the chat very well in the stream? Like, it looks... I mean, if you're watching the stream, obviously you see the chat. But, if, wait, that doesn't matter, because if you're watching the stream, you see the chat right there, nice and fresh and clear and so clean. Never mind. I'm just gonna eat my Twizzler and shut up. Okay. Let's just move on to the topic here. Topic is the Xbox One.
Dun 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. I need to have some sweet jingles I can press.
Right?
So, that would be sick if I had something I could press it. It was like, bum, bum, bum.
So a lot of people are kind of upset about this.
Okay, let's first talk about the good things. All right? I forgot to write all these things, my topics out. So, fail on my part, so this could be a little scatterbrained. But, positive things. Alright, so A, we're excited for a next-gen console. Yay! And that's where I hit the cheer button and we're like, woo! Pew, pew! Fireworks. Super awesome. Really excited. We've been anticipating its announcement. I think it looks pretty cool. At first I was like, wow, that is really big.
It's fucking huge.
Huge. But at least they made it sleek, right? It looks pretty sleek. The design is really nice. What else? The games look sick. Graphics. I feel, like viewing pleasure. It's taken to a whole new level. What else, babe? Pipe in.
Yeah, it basically looks like a cable box.
Yeah. We're talking about the good things right now, stream.
It's a glorified TiVo, pretty much.
We're talking about the good things, babe.
No,
So,
that is a good thing
yeah,
for some people.
that is a good thing.
I
We
mean-
have all of these capabilities in one unit. That's
especially
awesome.
if you're into sports or watching TV,
I
as
thought
they,
I thought the thing with the fantasy league was sick. I'm gonna have
yeah,
to
that,
start doing fantasy league now.
that is
Shit,
pretty rad.
that was awesome.
But I feel like they're kind of,
No
you know,
butts.
pulling away from gamers and making it more of an entertainment
Babe, we're talking
system.
about the good things.
That is a good
Focus.
thing. It's still a good thing. You can still play games on it, but everything is connected through your Xbox.
But you're going off topic. We needed to just list off the good things that everyone thinks and likes.
That's all. That's all the
I
good
know. I'm
things.
trying to think of what else. I mean, it's cool that there's a new controller. I'm excited. I'm hoping they said it's bigger, right?
No, it's not bigger. It's just
Just
it's got a
different
lot more
design.
improvements. Yeah,
Well, hopefully it'll fit my little hands better.
yeah.
Um,
They made a stiffer D-pad, a better D-pad for people who like play fighting games and things like that. The analog sticks are a little bit tighter, which
we
can't
all like
complain
that.
about that.
Tighter is better.
Uh, exactly. Uh, and the triggers they have more of a curve on them, I think, and they feel more tactile. Um, they also added what I heard were extra rumble motors, so they have them in the triggers now. So basically,
Huh.
when something's like, say, a helicopter's flying by from the left to the right, your controller will vibrate from the left to the right.
What? I didn't
So
know
it kind of
that.
adds something different. But
Oh shoot, that's
yeah,
sick. Ooh.
yeah, that's pretty dope. Uh,
Um,
but also you have the new Connect.
yeah. Can you disable the vibration? I'm sure you can. No. Only
Yeah, I
things.
mean, most games you can.
Are they scuffing these new controllers yet?
I don't think anybody has touched these controllers except for yesterday.
I know. I'm so sad that my stuff. Anyways, um, what was I gonna? What else was I gonna say about it? Um, we got the box. The Connect thing's really neat. I don't really use my Connect a lot right now, so I don't know how. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll start using the Connect from now on. I don't know. Um, did they
Yes,
change?
script. That is, I'm going to answer a question that
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
said. The 360 accessories. Supposedly, you can't use anything that is Xbox 360 with the new console. Um, they've gone a whole new route, like it's a whole new architecture. So they're using x86, which is basically what Windows runs on, and the Xbox before that was using a PowerPC processor. So anything that ran on PowerPC, obviously, in the same world as PC, you can't. It's not compatible. So I mean, that sucks. But I mean, when PlayStation 2 and it came out, or Xbox went to Xbox 360, you couldn't use anything from that either. So I mean, it's nothing new. It's just people have we've had this console for a lot longer than most generations. So obviously, we've invested a lot of money into it. Um, but then you got to think about the new things you're getting. I mean, you're getting a next gen console that's going to play much better games graphically and gameplay wise, story wise, everything. So um, it's a price you pay. Obviously, they're still going to do stuff for Xbox 360. So if you don't want to buy it yet, you can always play your Xbox 360.
So Rick doesn't focus that well. We didn't stay on topic, but um, that's what this session's for. Hey guys, so if you would like to Skype in, the crazy thing, the time-consuming thing is obviously I have to accept your contact request, but you can send a request to my Skype, which is Lisa Malambri, one word, and I'll accept your friend requests, chat requests, friend requests, whatever's, and I'll let you call in. And I want to hear what you got to say. I actually need someone to call in so we can test out that feature of the chat of the podcast.
Um, while we wait, what do you think, babe, about the downloading your game to your system mandatory and only being able to use your gamer tag with that game?
You're going on to negative things already.
I'm just asking questions. It's not negative.
It is debating. We're talking about all the. We're talking about. I wanted to get the Xbox One cool features out there to basically a recap on what the reveal was about. Obviously, nothing in there they were talking about if, ands, or buts. It was just all awesome things presented, and that's what I just wanted to do really quick before we got into a debate on anything. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, all right, someone's been accepted, so I don't know if they're going to try to call in or what. But honestly, actually, if you send a friend request, I will call you. Really want to try that? That way, I don't think I can keep that straight. Will people get a busy signal if they try calling in and there's already a call? Or it'll ask for them to conference in?
It's a good question.
I know, right?
But if you accepted somebody, why don't you call them?
I know, but that's what I was thinking, but then I'm not going to be able to keep track of everybody.
Not sure.
So I just accepted somebody. I don't know.
Well, what you could do is accept somebody, have them talk to you, then delete their contact afterwards.
Hey, you're a genius.
I know.
Let's do that. Why is
No
my...
offense, people.
Bear with me real quick, guys. Okay, contacts. So I added somebody, but their name isn't listed here anymore. I don't know. Does that mean they're not? They weren't really there? Or did I just get? Here, I think. What is this?
Yeah, DJ, you're right. I mean, nobody really knows anything yet. We're all gonna have to wait till after E3 to really figure out what's going on.
Uno momento, por favor. Okay. Somebody needs to call in. I need to test out this feature. Who wants to do it? Send me a message right now. On Skype. Oh, wait, what is happening? I just don't get it. Oh, it was this person. I see. Okay. All right, I'm calling you. Can you guys hear anything? Can you hear it, babe?
No.
What? This isn't good. So I'm calling this person and they're not answering. Hi, stream. 1 second on the chat questions as we try to figure out the Skype call-ins. Okay. I don't know what's going on with that. We got another... Who is this? Call this person. Okay, you can't hear that, huh?
No.
Are you talking, JBG? Can't hear anything. This is no good. Oh, wait. Did I need to do any... Is there any audio settings for...
You can't hear me either?
Test. Playback. Test. Okay, it's... Wait. Talk again, JB? That's not working. Okay, he can hear me. Well, PS. Okay, well then let's try this. For now. That sucks. Why wouldn't this come through the computer right now? All right, we're gonna do it this way. JB,
Don't hear him.
JB. We can't hear you at all. Oh, so that's why we can't hear you.
Why?
I mean, I have him turned up even on over here, and he's not coming through the speakers. So he's not. It's not the connection. I mean, internally on my end.
Right. Did you accidentally delete the Avermedia thing?
No, still there. Mega fail. Okay, well, JB, thanks for trying. I've got to hang up though since we can't make a connection. Quality, bad. Okay. Okay, Chris, I'm gonna try to call you.
The console will now be $700. I'm thinking more 400. Maybe 5.
Hello? Can anyone hear anyone? It's still hanging up. T-Pro, I'm calling you. But it's weird. I'm not even hearing the... It says connections. I wonder if it's because I'm pulling all of... Testing.
They can hear you. T-Pro can hear you.
Okay, hang on. Why isn't this just coming through my normal speakers?
I don't know.
Oh, there it is.
Wait.
Nice.
Can you guys hear him in the stream? I can't hear him.
They hear him.
Can you hear him now? We heard him a little. Okay. Wait, keep talking, T-Pro. Okay, no. So it's not coming through the XSplit. Fuck. Okay, we're just gonna do it like I said before.
Okay.
Okay, what up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Can everyone hear T-Pro?
Turn on the volume.
There's a delay, so now they can hear you now. They say
okay.
barely.
Cool. You just have me going through the speakers?
Yeah.
Nice. So high tech.
Right.
Alright. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was testing things.
Tell him to yell. I have you as loud as I can.
Okay. It's all good.
Cool! Yay! Welcome T-Pro to this podcast. Woohoo!
What up?
So, what was I doing? I completely forgot.
I don't know. So thanks for letting me test the audio out on you,
Yeah.
which it failed.
Oh.
But yeah, I guess, let's see, what did we cover? Okay, let's break apart the console now then, fine, because we all want to. Blah. I want to talk about the good things first, but you guys want to go straight to bitching, so let's bitch. Okay, so where do you guys want to start? T-Pro, take the lead.
Okay, so first off, I got a disclaimer. I only watched a little bit of it. I kind of tuned in a little bit late. I completely spaced on it. But from what I saw, I do like that they're just going like straight up connect with the console. That they kept the controller relatively the same. Personally, the console itself looks fine to me. You know, appealing wise, people are going to complain about their own personal preferences, but it's completely fine as long as it gets the job done. When they showed off the dashboard and some of the other internal features that it shows, I like how they're taking a step forward, not backward. That they kept like Internet Explorer, Skype, like they're just adding on to what's already on 360. They're just essentially upgrading the hardware. What else? They're incorporating more of like the ESPN kind of way of it. I just found it interesting that they showed off games that, well, like probably the one thing that kind of intrigued me was that with Call of Duty they had it at the very end as like their closer, but yet that's a game that's offered on other consoles. So it's like you're putting more emphasis on the game rather than the console, which kind of sends a bad message from my opinion. But that's a PR thing.
I don't know. I don't think that's what they were trying to do, because they talked about the console first. Like, they got all of the information out there. I the whole time was thinking, well, I want to know what's going on with Call of Duty. Tell me now. Why are you making me wait? But because first and foremost, they need to talk about their product, right? The new product, right there. That's ready to go, or about to be ready to go. That they need to explain to you, because, like you said, yeah, Call of Duty is every November there's a new one, so we know it's coming. But with this is a whole new next-gen console, completely brand new, redesigned, and they had to get through all of what their product and their brand had to offer. And then, of course, you've got to close it strong, because I think everything they talked about was amazing. Everything was amazing. But I feel, yeah, that's great to show Call of Duty, because that is something that we were all anticipating. Unless you were an absolute like a Call of Duty hater, which there aren't that many, but even the ones that complain still play it. But we're all curious, I'm sure, that once we got to know the Xbox One, then we were like, okay, how we know, as Infinity Ward has been pushing, that we were going to find out about the new game. So we were trying to, then after we know the console, want to know how will Call of Duty be with the next gen console. Show us. We want to see what it looks like, what's going on, what's the new game going to be about. And I thought that was actually a great closer, even though I kind of missed half of it because I had to get to somewhere, so the timing wasn't good for me personally. But yes, as a powerful close, I think that was a good idea, and I liked it.
I like how they showed off like the Halo, what was it, TV series?
Yeah,
I think that's what they called it.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big thing. It's really cool that they're trying to incorporate gaming stuff into actual television. Who knows? Maybe pie in the sky, we see like esports on TV, which will be very cool. No, I thought it was a really good conference. I can't wait for E3 when they actually reveal more. I was just really surprised that they decided to have the release date for later this year. I mean, they're not wasting any time on this.
Well, I mean, I think we all knew that they were going to release it this year. I mean, a lot of people thought that, maybe they would wait till next year, but you can't do that right now. I mean, this is console wars right now. It's Sony and Microsoft. I think it's great that they're actually going to release around the same time, because it'll really show who likes what more. Also, I think that Microsoft played it pretty smart with this, because obviously they show you the console now, and in 18 days now, you have E3. And everyone's going, well, what about the games? What about the games? They got to show you the whole console first. And then you're going to have a press conference in 18 days. You're not going to talk about the same stuff. And then E3 is going to be full of nothing but what they're bringing to the console for gamers. So we're just going to have to wait until then to see all these new exclusive games. I mean, they announced, 16 exclusive games in the next year, or 15. I mean, that's amazing. To be honest, I think with the Xbox 360 in the first year, I think they only had 9 exclusive games that came out. So they're almost doubling it. Respawn has supposedly Respawn's new game is Xbox exclusive, which is going to be amazing. I mean, those are the guys that created Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And I really think that we have to wait until after all this, the E3 stuff and everything, to really figure out what this console is going to be about. Even these things that people are griping about with the always connected, yada, yada, we don't know yet. It's not confirmed officially. So, yeah, we're just going to have to wait.
One thing at a time, babe. You're just trying to make a hodgepodge. Whoa, I'm coming through the thing. Hey, T-Pro, thanks for letting me call you, and I'll talk to you later.
All right, see you later. Bye, Rick.
Later, man.
All right, we have some more content. Who was first? Who was first? Mikey, I'm calling you. Ooh, so official. All right, that's about as long as my ADD can handle. Um. All right, moving on to let's take this next caller. Calling. Ooh, boop 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 boop.
Hello?
What is up? Welcome to the Lisa Malambri podcast show. What's going on?
It's nice to be here.
Hey, so you have any thoughts or opinions on the Xbox One?
Sure, yeah. I only have one negative that I didn't really like, and that's the whole pre-owned games thing where, if you let a friend borrow the game, there might be an extra fee, or if he wants to bring over, a game to your house, you might have to pay a fee to play it on your Xbox One, What's up with that?
I know. I'm kind of... I get... You know what? It's like... I am... who we should be mad at, first, I think, for me, I always fall back on, is... Are pirators. I mean, this is why companies have had to figure out ways to bypass them, and this is their solution. And so now all of us people that have been good people and play the real game, pay for it and whatever, and go through the proper lines of acquiring a game, we're the ones that are punished now, and that's why all of us are complaining, because we have to put up with this. The people that steal and cheat they're just sitting there and be like, oh damn. Now we can't do it anymore, and it just sucks for us good people. That's how it always happens. That's why we go through hell at the airport now, because bad people decided to make horrible decisions, and the good people have to suffer for it. It's a good analogy. That's how I put it, and so I think it totally sucks. And I'm just waiting until the release or when it gets closer, whenever they decide to give us more information that's confirmed about what they're going to do about this, as far as how they're going to allow us to play a used game, if it's possible at all. What's going to happen with GameStop? Will they be around any longer? Will they have a business or what? I don't know. So Rick, I think Rick has some thoughts on what is it that you know so far about what they are saying as far as purchasing a game, coming with a code, you enter it. What happens to this game?
You enter it, it gets tagged to your gamer tag and your console. So basically...
I can't even hear Rick.
You can't hear me?
Oh, yeah, you'd have to be in the stream, I guess.
Yeah.
Are you...
Pause that.
Ooh, can you at all, or...
Okay, I unpaused it.
Okay, cool. So yeah, what I was saying is your gamer tag and your console is attached to whatever that code or activation or whatever you have to put in. It does suck, because if I want to give my game to, or say Lisa and I buy a game, we only buy one game, but we both want to play the single player. She can't play it on her console without having to pay a full price for it. So basically what they said is, even if I go out and buy the game a week later, if the price is the same in the store in retail, she's going to have to pay that same full price to play the game on her console, which really sucks. I don't like that idea.
But that's not completely confirmed, right?
No, that is confirmed. It's confirmed. What's different is if...
We just don't know what it's going to cost, is what I'm saying. We don't know if, like, we buy one game to play, say it's Batman, and it's just a single player campaign, and we typically will buy just one copy so that you're going to play it, because I'll be playing something else while you're playing that, and then we'll swap, and I'll play it, and you'll play something else. And so be it that the code was used on your Xbox, either I have to sign in on your Xbox under Rick, or... What have we heard? Do you know that it's also attached to the actual hard drive itself? Like, could multiple, like, if you just port your gamer tag to that unit, could you play it? Because it's downloaded onto the hard drive.
Yes, what they said is if I wanted to go to a friend's house and play on their Xbox, I would have to log in with my gamer tag first so that the game recognizes that it's my game and then they can play along with me. But if I sign off of that, they haven't really said whether or not it'll still work.
So say we're at home, and I'm obviously not going to want to play at your console. I want to play at my console with my gamer tag. So I will sign. You will have to sign on first to my Xbox, and then
No,
I sign on.
no, they did confirm that whatever console you install it on first with that gamer tag, you can set it to some kind of family settings where you can play on my console without having me signed in.
But I don't want to play on your console.
That's what I mean. What happens is, like I said, if I put my gamer tag on your Xbox, I have to be signed in as well as you in order for you to play that game without paying the fee. And they have confirmed, Major Nelson confirmed that you will have to pay the full price of the game. There will be no discount. It'll be a full price.
For me to play it.
Correct.
You just said that I could play it.
Only if I'm signed in on your Xbox.
And then you said I'd have to buy full price. So which is it?
No, if I'm signed in on your Xbox and you sign in at the same time, you will be able to play that game without having to pay the fee.
Okay, but
if
under
I'm
my
not
gamer tag, I get the achievements?
Correct.
Okay.
But if I am signed out, you won't be able to play that game.
Well, then that's how you bypass it, I guess. What sucks actually is typically you let a friend borrow it. Say our neighbor borrows it down the street. Our friend that lives, 5 miles away. I'm not gonna let them sign into my gamer tag so they can play the game for free because I'm probably gonna be playing something else on my end. So that would actually really suck. So sharing games virtually would just not exist. However, what we don't know, right, is that if I give a disc to my friend who lives 5 miles away or 10, whatever, we don't know for sure, but they're going to have to pay to buy another code for that disc. And perhaps could that code not be full price? You said that it would be full price, but that's confirmed or... I mean, because then they might as well go buy their own disc. Why would you then go through the hassle of trying to borrow a game from somebody?
I don't know. Maybe you don't want to drive 10 miles to the nearest GameStop and your friend lives right across the street. You can just use it. But also, all these games are supposed to be digitally downloadable.
Honey, you don't have to face that one.
Day one, So you won't even have to go to the store if you don't want to. Basically, you can download it off of Xbox Live.
I don't know. I'm still not, because that's not fair. Like, I get it. Like you said, within family, okay, we still got to jump through freaking hoops. I've got to have you logged in. Well, then that means you can't play a game while I'm playing a certain game in order to play it free.
Right.
Like, if I'm utilizing your gamer tag on my console, you can't be playing Forza downstairs because I'm playing Batman upstairs.
Right. It's all ass backwards because what if I said, oh, my brother wants to play this game, why don't I just let him borrow my gamer tag and he can download the game and play it anytime he wants when I'm not playing.
Right.
So
right.
it's really weird. Everything's kind of wishy-washy and up in the air right now.
You said that's confirmed.
It's confirmed about the pricing and about from what they have said is that your friend will not be able to play that game without you being signed in on that console.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but after all this stuff went down and everybody started complaining about it, one of their representatives tweeted out something about we still have a lot of months to go with.
Pirates' fault. I wanted to kind of disagree on that.
I didn't blame it 100% on that. I just said that is definitely a big factor in the industry. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's definitely one of the big things that they have to combat or have had to combat day by day, week by week. That's just one thing. I'm not saying that's the sole purpose. I mean, because they're definitely trying to build up this brand and to make it just this one superpower box where your home entertainment center, that's all you need, and which I guess you don't. It isn't all you need. You still need your cable box or something. But what were you gonna say, Philip?
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, I think the biggest factor is just that the used games market is so big, and companies like EA and Activision can see that they're losing so much money just because people, go buy the next Call of Duty. They play, multiplayer until they hit max level or prestige, and then they go sell it for $40. They only lose $20 for buying it brand new, basically. So the used market is just so big. So I'm thinking that, EA and other companies put pressure on Microsoft and said, if you implement something like this, maybe we'll give you more exclusives for the Xbox One. Because I don't think there's confirmation that Sony's going to do this yet. So that's kind of my philosophy on it. I think the used games market is just way too big, and they see all the money they're losing, so they're trying to put pressure on console makers like Microsoft to enact something like this.
Yeah, I agree.
That absolutely makes sense. DJ just put in the chat that from Major Nelson's blog, I'm assuming today, Xbox One and used games, we know there is some confusion around used games on Xbox One and wanted to provide a bit of clarification on exactly what we've confirmed today. While there have been many potential scenarios discussed today, we have only confirmed that we designed Xbox One to enable our customers to trade in and resell games at retail. Beyond that, we have not confirmed any specific scenarios. Another piece of clarification around playing games at a friend's house. Should you choose to play your game at your friend's house, there is no fee to play the game while you are signed in to your profile. But again, then that's basically saying you can't let them borrow it. Like the whole thing where you're just like, you bought it. Say, I bet a lot of people do where one person will buy one game, the other person will buy the other game, they'll play it, swap, boom. Which, yeah, I mean, ideally, the companies, the makers would like for them to have bought one of each, but the economy isn't so awesome these days, so it's ideal, and then there's no cheating going on there. There's no stealing. They're being practical with their money and saving, and it only makes sense because once you play through a campaign, you're typically not going to play it again, and that's when you let your friends borrow it. So it's unfortunate.
Well, here's another thing: we don't know exactly.
It's really unfortunate. I'm hoping Sony doesn't buckle to this kind of pressure and, they don't do something like this. If they don't, I can see the PlayStation 4 getting more sales than the Xbox One because, as people were saying in chat, it was pretty funny after the announcement of the Xbox One, Sony's stock actually went up 9%. So that's how bad the announcement went.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's because as a gamer, on a gamer's perspective, it's, what you were saying, Rick, that the PS4 is specifically geared towards gamers, whereas Xbox is trying to gear towards everyone in the ever to exist. So because it can be utilized for more than just gaming, so they're trying to reach out to more types of people, not just gamers. And as a gamer, you're frustrated because you're like, well, what about me? I want you to focus on me more. And since they're not doing it, we're quick to kind of be pouty about it.
Right, but here's the other thing.
Hey,
we don't...
Philip, thanks for I'm gonna say calling in, even though I called you, but
yeah, no problem.
I'll talk to you
on your first podcast.
Thanks, man.
Later, man. But here's the other thing: is that we don't know exactly how Sony's infrastructure is going to work, as well with gaming.
What do you mean?
What I'm saying is they could have the same outlook as Microsoft does, and we could be seeing the same kind of activations for games and things like that. We don't know because Sony didn't touch on that. All Sony did was show, yes, we're making awesome games for our console and it's made for gamers. They didn't go over any kind of plan on how you're going to play those games and whatnot.
Sure.
So, I mean, everything is going to come down to E3, obviously.
Hello, Orp. You're alive with Lisa Malambri online. How are you?
Not too bad, yourself?
I'm good. What are your thoughts?
I think that Xbox One is sexy. PS4.
Better than the PS4?
Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, I'm an Xbox girl myself, but
just think, Xbox One is sexy.
Yes, it is sexy.
It's my gun to me.
I like the two-toned.
People don't want that.
But we don't even know what the PS4 looks like yet.
Yeah, we don't technically know what the PS4 looks like. What if they look identical? Sony's like, oh shit, our shit looks like that. Change it.
Yeah. So, what are you gonna buy? PS4 or Xbox
I mean, if I could only pick one, I would pick the Xbox.
Why is that?
I've just been an Xbox girl, and I feel if you want to even break it down even further to specifics, I mean, the Xbox One compared to the PS4, that's just like it just blows it out of the water as far as its capabilities and things that it can do. You know, with Kinect added on alone, I mean, is the freaking is Sony Move gonna exist any longer? What's gonna happen with that? But
Yeah.
yeah, so that's my take on that. I just love, and
On
I
your
just,
face, did you spit or swallow?
wow. Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
Okay, so that person's blocked. Block this person. Yes. I knew something was coming because he was being silly, but I was like, all right, those kind of silly calls are fine when they're, but what he said at the end is not fine.
Fucking douchebags.
But we knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah,
but,
totally.
It's life. So I don't have an assistant on the side screening phone calls for me like professional shows do. So, let's see.
You
In
are
my
loud, but-
podcasts, I guess to troll, someone says you're loud, Rick. That's why you don't have to face into the mic.
I'm not anymore.
You kind of are, but you will get a ban. Like, I'm not gonna time out for hardcore trolling. I'm gonna just ban you. So there's that. Let's see. Next caller, Smokey. See what Smokey's up to.
Hello.
Hello! Oh wow, it's a party! What's up? Welcome to the Lisa Malambri online show. What are your thoughts?
Hello?
Can you hear me, bro?
Yes.
Okay, do you have any words for me? All right.
No.
Oh. Well, hey, Smokey. Thanks for calling in.
Wow.
I'll see you next time. Okay, we got a Seth calling. What up, Seth? You're live on Lisa Malambri Show online. What's up?
Do you remember me? It's Orb.
Oh, no. Wow.
Did he make a new name just to get back on?
I think he had multiple. I think Orb was the made-up one.
Ah. Awesome.
Okay.
Hey.
Wait. Oh, I think this is the same person. Okay, this person sent a request, but I can't call their Skype. So I will remove them. If you guys want to call in to give the stream your opinions on Xbox One, just send a request to Lisa Malambri, one word, and I'll give you a ring. I think that if anyone how did he just ring in, actually?
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't accept him. That's weird. So yeah. So there's that. Anyways, regrouping.
Yes, Bram, you are online.
So yeah, so there's that. So what was the last thing we were talking about was the Xbox One versus the PS4. And basically you said that we don't know much of anything of what Sony is planning, right? So
Well, we know how their menu system and the inner workings are going to be like with the whole sharing and being able to. Supposedly, they said you could stream your games online, but what we found out is you can only stream up to 15 minutes. the cool thing is about connecting your friends, and I think Sony has learned from that with the PlayStation 3, um, that that's what gamers are more about, is getting online, playing with your friends. So they've added so many new features for that. Uh, but what we don't know is buying games and how those are going to work and what the structure is with that.
Right, right. So not much to compare as far as games are concerned. So that's
Yeah.
why everyone's tearing apart the Xbox One right now, because that's all we know. And did we wrap it up on the borrowing, sharing games situation?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
What is cool is I'm looking at a photo of the controller, and I didn't notice this before, but instead of the start and back button, it now has these cool, like there's these two little windows for the back button, and then these lines, like three horizontal lines for whatever looks like the start button. I can't tell by
It's
the
more like a
controller.
menu button. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't tell by the controller if they got rid of the big Xbox button in the middle. It looks like it lights up, but I don't think it's a button anymore. So
Yeah, the one with the three lines might be that. Like it's a menu
yeah,
button.
yeah,
Mike brought up the being allowed to have up to 1,000 friends now.
yes,
Everyone complained about having only 100 and wanted more. Me personally, I think 1,000 is much. I don't know who was going to max out 1,000.
I am.
Okay, Rick is. So,
No, but even that, why give a limit?
I like the limit. For me, it was that. I mean, because otherwise, people, being a streamer, everyone sends you requests, and I'm thankful, for those. I'm not, mad at it. It's just that if I added every single person that I didn't know ever, like there's a lot of people on my friends list that I don't know personally, but we play together often. I'm not going to play with 1,000 people often. Even on my list of 100 people, I may only play with half of them frequently.
Right.
The other half are just there, or they're friends of mine that don't play as often as I do. I don't need to be deleting friend requests of people that I won't play with, most likely. I like having more, but 1,000 is a lot. I mean, even 500 is a lot. But I think 500 could have been a good number. Definitely, I think better than 1,000. Because then that takes up memory, maybe a little bit, but I don't know. To be able to allow us to do that, I feel like anything that could have helped slim down this box, if that even means only like a millimeter, then I'll take it. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I think 1,000 is a lot.
General Dev in the chat has a good topic. So basically, um, between Microsoft and Sony has gone a route with indie game developers and said, we're going to open up our SDK and we're going to allow you to create games however you want and submit them to be on the PlayStation Network. Well, Microsoft has a whole different outlook on it and isn't allowing that, and they're being tighter and stricter with that. I think this is a great idea and a great move for Sony, because I look at our indie developers as the next big developers of the future. So allowing these people who are very creative and create these awesome independent games, they're able to get their product out there in however way they want. So with Microsoft being stingy on this, I think that's a solid move. That's a +1 for PlayStation 4 right there. I mean, why limit people who want to create awesome, product for your system?
Maybe I texted you.
Okay. So yeah.
I'm going to take this moment to say hi, stream. I heart your faces. I know I don't get to say that often. I can't say hi to everybody because we're in discussion. Everyone's here to talk about the Xbox One, and they're not listening to me to say hello to every single one of you. But I heart your faces, and I appreciate you watching, joining in, chatting, calling in if you'd like. Send me a request on Skype, Lisa Malambri, and I'll accept it and give you a ring in the order that I receive it. And you can talk to us about what you think and your opinions on the Xbox One. So I'm sorry, babe, I didn't mean to cut you off. Just wanted to throw that in real quick. What did you have to say?
Totally cool. No, I was just finishing up with the indie game stuff. There was something else I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember. Somebody brought something up in the stream. I gotta see if I can scroll up.
It's okay. It'll get brought back up again, and we'll get to it. I gotta move on to adding a person.
Okay.
Okay. Calling Brandon. What up, Brandon? Welcome to Lisa Malambri Online podcast. What's up? Sweet.
Oh, there he is.
Oh.
It's going good. It's late, but you
Okay.
know, the whole Xbox thing I think was just kind of I did a sigh of relief when the kind of towards the end of the whole release thing. I watched it on Spike TV. I think there was kind of a sigh of relief that the director there said no online only. So for me that's awesome.
Wait, no online only or online?
Yeah, like
it's only
no
online.
Like no online only. So he's
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was quite a sigh of relief because I know I don't have very good internet and it would probably take a while to download crap.
Yeah, that.
I know a lot of other people have the same thing. So
Yeah.
but I think when I was watching the whole release thing is the jump of servers that they had. It was like 20,000 to like 300,000, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That was
wow.
to me tells me that they're probably going to be doing something like a lot of the cloud stuff. But I think they're also going to be doing with a lot of games maybe dedicated servers.
Right.
Which would
Yeah.
be great.
Yeah. They actually said that.
You got to look at Call of Duty. They haven't it's been around for several years, and not one of their games has had a dedicated server on the consoles.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that'd be pretty sweet.
No, it's definitely.
Another thing I think with the design of the new Xbox, it's almost, I don't know if it's bigger. They were always zooming in on it. If it's bigger than the old Xboxes,
I think
hard
it
to
is.
tell.
I think it is. It looks thicker.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
Which is okay.
It reminds me of the original
Another
Xbox
cool thing
360.
is the whole being able to watch local channels, local TV channels on your Xbox. That's definitely a great feature. I think that's going to be sweet.
Yeah, that is cool. Babe, you were saying, what were we saying?
I was saying this was going back to the cloud reference that he was talking about.
Cloud.
With the cloud, I know Microsoft was.
I think it's going to be an all-around great system. Like you were saying with the PlayStation before, like a lot of people have been wondering, well, what's it going to be? Is it going to be online only? Are games going to be reusable? I think a lot of people are kind of wondering that because Xbox went straight up and said no, that's not what it's going to be.
Yeah.
But I mean, like a lot of people are just waiting. I think is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And personally, I would love to get the PlayStation 4 because of a lot of great games. They have the Naughty Dogs that develop. They do amazing work. I mean, I've been following The Last of Us for a long time now, and that really does look a really awesome game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely can't wait for that. Ooh, is that only on PS4 next gen?
Yeah,
PlayStation.
that's gonna be. It's a Naughty Dogs. It's gonna be PS4 only. Last I heard.
What?
Wait, so they said that they were re-releasing it?
Not only PS4, but only PlayStation Network. So maybe they'll do both. I don't know. You hope so.
Wait, no, it'd
They'll
have
do
to be
both
current gen.
PlayStations. It'll be for current gen and next.
Yeah, okay. You scared me. You said
Although,
only PS4. I was like,
in
what?
In a way, I wouldn't blame them if they only wanted to go next gen because you look at the capabilities of the new Xbox versus the one that's now, and we still don't know a lot about it. A little bit, I guess. But you look at the new PlayStation, we don't know anything.
Yeah.
So there's been leaks, but have those leaks been confirmed of what the software and hardware is all really going to be? No. I think, I don't know what they're going to do, if they're going to do a whole thing at E3 or to get more information. I'm hoping
they better.
that's the case.
They better. Yeah. All right, Brandon. Well, thanks for calling in, and I'll
Hey, no problem.
talk to you later. Bye.
Yep. Enjoy.
Thanks.
Later, man.
Um.
Can I get back to? I don't think he can hear me, so that's
No,
why.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, totally. That's why I
Jumping
just let him say what he needed to say so I could move on so that you could get in what you were saying. To finish what I was going to say about what he was saying about The Last of Us is that he thought it would be smart of them to just go next gen, and that actually I don't agree. I think wouldn't be a good idea because they wouldn't maximize profit that way because people aren't going to be rushing to buy the PS4 upon release. So they're not going to be buying it immediately. They're not going to buy it for a while probably. I don't know what the price point is going to be on that, but yeah, so this way people that already have a PS3 right now could start buying these games and playing it, and the ones that if you're a gamer, you're probably not going to want to wait for the next gen. You're going to still buy it for the PS3, and you may buy it for the next gen as well. But anyways, that's all I had to say about that. What were you going to say, babe?
Going back to his talking about the cloud system and the always-on feature, I think what Microsoft was wanting to or hoping that they could do is use the cloud for games that would pull resources from the cloud so that your console is actually doing a lot of isn't having to do all the work, but a lot of the head weight. And then a lot of the other stuff will just be streamed from that cloud. So they'll be able to do more with the games, create more environments, heavier environments, and things like that. So it isn't technically an always online thing, but they did say that it will have to be connected to the internet, whatever that means. Obviously, we'll find that out later
Xbox
on.
One?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said that he liked that they were saying that it didn't have to be only online.
Yeah.
He said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One other thing I wanted to touch on.
Okay.
About the console, people were complaining that it's only coming with a 500 gigabyte hard drive. Of course, yeah, we know that Blu-ray games now are in the league of 25 to 50 gigabytes a piece on some games. So who knows if that hard drive is going to fill up pretty quick. People were asking, oh, well, will we be able to expand that? Will we be able to add an extra hard drive or replace that hard drive for a bigger hard drive? And Microsoft confirmed that they would not be able to change out the internal hard drive. So people were complaining about that, but what they did say is that you can go out and buy a 3 terabyte drive or whatever you want externally, hook it up USB, and use it in the same format as what the Xbox has inside. So you can copy your games there, whatever your saves and everything will go to that hard drive as well. So that was a cool thing that they announced. I was kind of upset at first knowing that, oh, well, I can't swap that hard drive out if I fill it up completely. What do I have to delete games? Things like that. That would have sucked. But
All right. Who do we have next? Mike. See what Mike's up to. It's not making any noises. Oh, there we go.
there we go.
Oh, my connection's weird. It's all yellow. What up, Mike? Oh my gosh, I'm getting a feedback.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing? Sao anh hả?
I don't know what you're saying.
Hi.
Okay. Next caller. Bang. Blocked. Blocked? Alright, Nick. Calling Nick. Hello. Hey, Nick. Welcome to Lisa Malambri Online Podcast. How are you?
Pretty
pretty good. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. What are your thoughts on the Xbox One?
I think it's going to be pretty tight. There's some problems that kind of need to get fixed.
Yeah.
But this whole thing with the games not being able to share it, I think that's probably one of the only problems with it.
Yeah, I'm a little bummed about that.
I don't see anything wrong with it. It's an all-in-one, just awesome machine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely awesome. I mean, I can't wait to have it. Does it stay... Babe, did you notice? Do you guys know will it have to lay horizontal every time, or can it also go vertical, like the current Xbox?
Don't know.
It didn't look like it could. That would not be good for space on my end. Yeah, because all my Xboxes stand up. Do what?
That'd be weird if you can't.
Yeah, it would be weird. I think.
I think it'll be able to.
Oh yeah, that's true. I guess
I don't think they can support it enough without damaging it.
crushing it. Yeah. Yeah,
the Slims can handle it. I have my 36 on it. So.
Oh really? Oh, that's good to know. Cause yeah, that if I could only lay it down, I'd probably also put my monitor on top of it as well. It's a good idea.
But then you're blocking air vents.
Well, it depends on what kind of stand you have.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Do you have to download the games now from online, is what I mean? Or are there going to be discs at all?
Yeah, there will be discs, but then you have to download it into your hard drive, right, babe? You can't play it just from the disc.
Yeah, you can download it onto the hard drive.
You just said you can. Does that
it's
mean
mandatory,
you have to?
actually.
It's mandatory, okay.
But you will also be able to download them off of Xbox Live's Marketplace.
You'll also be able to download it from Marketplace. Okay, yeah. So, wait. So then, yeah, going back to your saying that you only have 500 gigs for space.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell? Oh, because it's Blu-ray now. It takes up less space. No?
No. No, Blu-ray has more space.
Yeah.
So basically, a 500 gigabyte hard drive is nothing,
I know.
especially in this day. So that's why people were complaining that you couldn't swap it out and expand it to make it bigger. But what you can do is, like I said, you can attach a external USB hard drive and use the same thing.
Wait, a flash drive, a little mini, or you
No,
mean
no,
like an actual
like
external,
like an actual external hard drive.
That's a bitch.
Yeah,
Ew.
kind of sucks. I wish they.
What sucks is right now I've got all my old games, like, you know, Halo 3 and all, just games really dating really far back that I can just pop in and play whenever I want. But now, most likely, with the space, unless you want to transfer it to a hard drive, risk it being corrupted somehow, it would get deleted, and I wouldn't have an archive of games to play
Right.
safely. You know, like, for sure, I have a hard copy of these games that I can play, but, you know, you always hear about hard drives crashing and stuff, like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, poop, that sucks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing: if you buy a game, you download it on your hard drive. It's connected to your Xbox Live account. So if you did get rid of that
it's in
disc,
the cloud.
yeah, if you did get rid of that, well, it's not in the cloud, but your
Is it cloud getting
authentication or whatever
What
is
are you saying?
the
Authentication.
Yeah, you know when you put the game in, you have to put in a code, an authentication code that attaches it to your gamer tag. So what I'm assuming, which is usually how this is done, say like for Steam, if I buy a game, it's in my account on their cloud, so I can download it whenever I want. So basically, if your hard drive breaks or messes
That's what
up,
I just said. It's in a cloud. You just said no.
you'll be able to it'll say that you own that game, so you'll be able to download it for free off the marketplace, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. So, okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Hey, thanks for calling in, Nick. Take care. Oh, shoot. There's such a delay. I can't tell. Sorry, Nick.
So yeah, I mean, even if you have that game, something goes wrong with your hard drive, you're not shit out of luck if you had sold it or gotten rid of the disc or whatnot. You can still re-download that game from the marketplace for free.
For how long, though? I'm sure they're not going to allow you to continue to store all of these, like, hundreds of games for as long as you want. I'm sure at some point there's got to be a cap, or it bumps out the oldest.
Right. See, and that's what. Yeah, exactly. We don't know. I mean, I know.
Oh, good call, DJ. You keep the disc to download it, so you can still have a copy. You just good
Gotcha.
call. I didn't even think about that because there's the talk of you download it, then there's no need for the disc anymore. Or you just get rid of it.
Right.
But you would still keep it, like I have kept all my other games, and just re-download it. Okay, good call. Good looking out, DJ.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and that's the thing that's weird is because they say that you don't need the disc in anymore to play the game after it's installed.
Right, but the point was, where does the game go as far as storage is concerned once you've done that? You don't need the disc. But
Right.
DJ made a good point. You do want to keep the disc for in case if it's a game you want to keep for the longest to play ever in years to come.
Right.
Yeah, keep the hard copy so that you can re-download it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know who this is. How are people getting through that aren't even on my friends list?
They're just adding your name in Skype and calling you.
I thought you couldn't do that.
I think you can, actually.
Oh, I thought you had to ask people to invite.
Oh,
Okay, so
gotcha.
I don't know what this person's. Wait, where'd that person go? Whoa, hello Twitchy. Welcome to Lisa Malambri Online podcast. What's up?
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Mhm.
Am I famous?
Are you what?
Am I on TV?
Yeah.
You're on my stream.
Alright, I'm on TV too. Awesome.
Oh, okay. Did you have?
I don't know if you guys already brought it up, but I want to bitch about the fact that you have to have Kinect. I think that's kind of bullshit. You gotta have like a camera and ears and you're watching the whole time.
Do you do? Do you, babe? You have to have a connect all the time?
Yeah, it has to be constantly. It will not power on without the connected.
Shut up! How did I miss that?
Yeah.
At all times. It's kind of freaky.
I mean, can't you decide to? Because you know how right now there's a way to, like, I guess if we don't want to use the Kinect, we just unplug it at this point. But if we don't want to utilize the mic, we can go into the dashboard to mute the mic. Maybe there's a feature that says turn off Kinect so that the actual camera portion's turned off.
The thing is, its ears are always going to be on at all times. It's waiting for you to talk, say Xbox on. So, I mean, if it's not taking video of you, it's at least always recording your conversations.
Right, well,
Invasion of privacy.
Well, that's what I was saying. Is I wonder if it actually in the dashboard or in the menu somewhere, if it allows you to mute it so that it's not being utilized.
I don't know. I don't trust Microsoft enough to give them like that much power.
Microsoft's working with the government. Ah!
Yeah, somebody made a point earlier. It was like, what are they going to do with LAN competitions and things like that, even just in esports? Like, what happens if somebody goes Xbox off in the middle of a big match?
Hey, babe. So not everyone's. I don't know how people aren't watching the stream. I think when they call in. So let me wrap up with them,
Okay.
just so they can say what they need to say. I'll say good point. Thank you for calling. Hang up, and then we'll continue the discussion instead of having them hang out and wait. So that way,
Yeah.
because he was talking while you were talking the whole time, pretty much.
Oh crap! I didn't hear him.
Yeah.
And even the stream was saying that they couldn't hear him because it was too low.
Oh, yeah. He was a little quiet.
Yeah. But no, what I was saying, sorry, is somebody in the stream earlier was talking about
Oh, I
that.
didn't have I had the volume down. Oh, sorry.
And was saying what happens with the Kinect, because since it's always got to be connected, what happens in an esports match when somebody's playing a Call of Duty tournament or whatnot, and somebody yells Xbox off, and the Xbox turns off. So it's like,
I'm telling you, there's got to be a feature to mute it.
yeah, I
Do you know
mean,
what I mean? Because there's no way if you're using a pair of headsets, a headset, then you know how when someone's using their Kinect as a mic, you want to punch your fucking monitor because it's echoey as hell. And so you're not gonna. If we're all playing online like that, that would just become not fun. It would never happen. I mean, everyone would just mute themselves. It's just it just can't. So there's got to be a feature that allows you to mute the Kinect to just because if it's always got to be on in order for you to utilize it, then that makes sense. But if you're not utilizing it, it may be on, but just in like a sleep mode. You can probably turn it into like where the actual function of the video and or audio or mic can be turned off or disabled.
yeah,
Perhaps. I mean, that would only make sense, especially the damn mic. I mean, good grief.
yeah. I mean, they've always had the feature to turn off, like you said, turn off the mic and things like that. So I'm sure it'll be the same way on the new Xbox. It's just you got to have it connected, which people were complaining as well. I mean, it's just a peripheral that comes with the console in a whole. So it's not like you have to go out and buy a Kinect in order for your Xbox One to work. It comes with it, so there's no gripe there.
Well, that's what that guy was just saying, that it always has to be on.
Yeah.
He just said it always has to be on, too.
Yeah, I think it just always has to be connected.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Ayo. Next caller. Let's see. Who do we want? Oh, I'll take this person because I didn't know where they went when I added them. Oh, I can't call your phone, bruh. So WLV, I can't. Hi. I can't call you. Oh, now I can. My throat hurts. What up? What up, WLV? Welcome to the Lisa Malambri Online Podcast. What's up?
Hey Lisa, hey Rick.
What's going on, man?
What do you got to say about the new Xbox One?
It's good. I'm not sure if you guys touched upon this about MLG and Call of Duty. What do you think is going to be the future of Call of Duty at MLG? Do you think they're going to bring in the PS4 or the Xbox 360? I know a while back, Sundance had basically he tweeted out asking if people wanted to see Call of Duty on Xbox 360 or PS3 for the Black Ops 2. So, what do you guys think?
Yeah. Well, like, can you hear Rick when he talks?
I have the stream on, but
Yeah.
it's really delayed.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that's why people are doing that. Yeah, I think it's gonna have to be on the new Xbox because that's what the tournaments are always on the current game that's either just came out or about to come out. I don't know. And that's always gonna be on the current generation. So, wait. Oh, if you're talking about this next one, did they said they were gonna release it for both, right?
Yeah, so
Ghosts?
who do you think is going to be the new competitor? Do you think a PS4 will be competing with the Xbox One as kind of like an esports representative? Because the thing is, Microsoft doesn't provide Xboxes for MLGs. At the MLG circuit actually buys the Xboxes for their professional scene.
Oh,
So
wow.
Do you think Sony or Microsoft will step in and kind of help promote or sponsor the MLG with their PS4?
That's a really good question.
No, it is a good question. I'm just trying to think. Okay, so we're speaking in future because I'm thinking Ghosts, I think, will be released on current gen and next gen. So there's that. Right? I do believe Infinity Ward said that.
Yeah.
I
think so.
So they'll probably continue to play that on current gen, I would assume.
As far as can I butt in?
Yeah. Go ahead then.
As far as Call of Duty, I mean, Microsoft and Call of Duty have always had this nice relationship, and as they said in the reveal, that they will continue to be supporting all of their Call of Duty fans with the exclusive content and all that stuff first. So I would only imagine that Microsoft would buddy up with Call of Duty and say, here's what we want to propose to you guys, and I still think that it will majority be on Xbox and not PlayStation 4.
Mainly because of the controller. I feel like what tournaments are played on the PlayStation?
Not a
I'll give you an example of controllers that are played on the PS3. Well, I know for being from the fighting game scene, that I know some events prefer to have the PS3 as their preference for console for fighting games, just because they think they can handle the load better. I mean, they have their reasons. I don't know the exact reasons why, but I know for sure the fighting game community using a PS3, even though it's infamous, but people sometimes still prefer it.
Gotcha. Wow.
Yeah, I never heard of that. I know. It just got so limp. It's so warm now.
That's weird.
So I went to put it in my mouth and eat it, and it got like this. So I was like, I'm just gonna peel it now.
What the fuck?
Probably shouldn't do that on stream.
I know. That's why I'm gonna just peel it, because I'm like, that's just not good.
Yeah, man, I agree with you on that topic. I know that, but in terms of fighting games, I know that it's not typically, you don't use the controller, you use a fight stick.
A fight stick.
And basically those fight sticks are made in the same way for both consoles. So in that case, I think what Lisa is talking about is the typical controller for the PlayStation. The analog sticks are a lot, they're more loose than the Xbox controller sticks. So it just feels better in your hand playing first-person shooters, I think, on the Xbox. But who knows, with the new controller that PlayStation's coming out with, they've said that they've tightened up the analog sticks as well. So, we could see a change. We could see a mixture of, we could see a preference of what consoles people are using for particular games. I don't think you can obviously you can't mix consoles for each game. But I definitely think that the Call of Duty franchise will stick with Xboxes for the tournaments.
That's a really good question, though. That's got me stumped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm glad I could be contributing to your podcast. Keep it up, and I won't take up too much of your time.
Thanks, man.
But thanks again for inviting me.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.
Take care.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna have to stay Xbox. I think a lot of in the tournaments, the players themselves would complain. They would just be like, no.
Yeah.
They'd be like, I'll bring my own Xbox then. I bet you they would be more apt to bring their own Xboxes. But then you worry about, the contaminated boxes.
Well, that's what I was talking about. Is you can't play cross platform. So it would have to be one system or the other for each game.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if
Yeah.
they just did the Xbox One, then they're doing Xbox One, but you'd have to provide your own Xbox.
Yeah.
Then you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I bet you gamers would do that, but you would have an inconsistency on boxes.
Yeah.
Huh.
What up, Luda? Luda's in the
Steve,
chat.
call in, talking shit.
All right, let's get another caller.
I'm doing it. Matthias. Oh yeah, PC gaming will rise after this one releases. Trust me on that. Perhaps, and you can connect an Xbox controller to that actually. So there's that. Matthias, what up? Welcome to the Lisa Malambri podcast online.
Hello, this is hello, Rick.
What's up, man?
What do you got? What are your thoughts on the Xbox One?
I was reading about how the old headsets are not going to be compatible.
Oh yeah.
So, but as I was reading, the new controller has a proprietary data port in the front,
Mm-hmm.
and the old Xbox, it had just a normal millimeter. I don't know how much was it, 2 millimeter plug.
Yeah, something like that.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking how the new Xbox, for example, Astros.
Yeah.
You plug in the back, you have your digital output, and then you need
mouse in the controller. It's gonna be like a different plug.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's
We're-
like,
Yeah.
I'm thinking, how are they gonna do it? If they're gonna have to like make a deal with Microsoft,
I think
or
so.
they can do it on their own.
Yeah, aren't they in talks with Microsoft, babe?
They did say that the third-party companies are
Look
in.
at the PlayStation.
are in
It
talks.
also has like a new proprietary plug, so I'm wondering how they're gonna work that out.
Well, that's what sucks. Like, everything is just changing to where it's all new. All new.
Yeah.
This is all new, next gen, everything. Accessories, peripherals, it's all going to be next gen. And that sucks for those of us that have invested money into amazing headsets, sound systems, and controllers, and etc., that we can't use those anymore. And it's so, I mean, unless, hear me out on this, maybe there could be a connector that goes from, say, that if it's 2 millimeters, if that's what it is, the plug, into this port, this little connector, and on the other end is the connection to the controller. Hey! I can copyright that shit right now. Let's go! Or patent it, whatever. Yeah, I bet they'd have to have, someone's going to make that. Even if it's not Microsoft, it's going to be, somebody will make it. There's always somebody making stuff like that. But that would be awesome. So that way, at least you may lose sound quality, but and latency or like a little bit of lag maybe you might gain in your controllers. But at least for some people, they could still utilize their controllers and headsets and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, because I read the controllers are not gonna be compatible either. So
Nope.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be all brand new.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know. My freaking awesome pink scuff.
This stuff's, yeah.
Oh man.
I don't know about I was kind of sad about how the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One won't be able to use work with Xbox 360 games. So you'll have to buy new games because the games won't work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Everything's new, clean slate, all new. Well, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh no. Thanks for calling, Matthias. Take care.
Go. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
So yeah.
I love callers like that when they're nice. 2 callers in a row. 2 nice callers in a row.
It'll be interesting to see how everything works. But I mean, we all sit here and we kind of frown on the everything's got to be new, and nothing transfers over. But same thing happened with the Xbox. Going to the Xbox 360, nothing from the original Xbox worked with the Xbox 360.
I know, it's inevitable. It has to happen. Just like PlayStation had the same thing. That certain games, I don't know what the cutoff was with PlayStation 1 to 2 or 2 to 3. But there was a cutoff, like those games didn't transfer over and
Yeah.
shit.
So
So
it is what it is.
it is what it is.
It's just that gaming's become so mainstream that everybody games now, and a lot of the people that are just now catching on aren't used to that.
All right, next caller, Sheridan. Yay, our first female caller. Sheridan, welcome to Lisa Malambri Online Podcast. What's up?
Not much. I'm watching you guys on the stream.
Yay!
Hey!
What are your thoughts on the Xbox One?
I feel like when I first saw it, it was a really big VCR. I was in party chat with a few of my friends, and they're like, "Why does it look like a VCR? Like, is that the actual disc port?"
I know, I thought it was a joke at first. I was like, are they trolling us? What's going on? I was like, okay. The first thing of every new electronics, of any sort of technology, it's always big, right? Whenever they come out with new technology, it's like huge. So the next one's going to be a little thinner, and then it goes down, 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 and then they create something else with more technology that's ginormous again. But, yeah, so we got a big old box. How funny would it be, though? Here we are all thinking, this thing's huge, because are there actual specs anywhere online as far as the dimensions are concerned? Bib, do you know?
I don't think there are about specs.
Like,
I mean, there are specs, but not for the dimensions.
Okay, yeah. So maybe here we are thinking it looks huge. What if it actually isn't? What if it is smaller? Could you imagine? So I'm curious. It looks bigger, obviously, yes. But I'm just saying, how funny would that be if we're all like, it's so huge, and then it ends up being pretty small?
Yeah.
Well, that I heard that I was wondering what that thing was on top of the controller. They're like, oh, that's the battery. I was like, the thing that looks like it's attached to it that makes it look actually bigger. That's the actual battery. They're like, well, that's what it looks like. I'm like, looks like they went back to the old design, and I hated the old design.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think that is, babe? It's just the design, it's not...
Honestly, I think that that's where they put the lithium battery.
You think it's where they put the battery?
I think it's where they put, because they completely took out the plug and play charge kit. So there's nothing on the bottom anymore. There's like just a flat surface. So I'm sure that that's what they utilized that for. But I think the controller is the same size as the original controller now. Just a little bit slimmer, I think they said. They made it fit your hand better.
Slimmer isn't fitting my hand better. It's giving me carpal tunnel.
It'll fit better.
Thanks for calling in, Sheridan. Take care.
Have a good night.
You too. All right.
Yeah, the thing does look pretty big.
We're calling Brazil. I know it does.
It's like a set-top box.
Hello.
Hello! Welcome to Lisa Malambri Online Podcast. How are you?
Oh yeah. Oh.
I'm good. What do you think about the Xbox One?
Oh wow, my God. I don't listen.
Do what?
What?
What was that again?
Oh,
Aw.
I couldn't hear him.
I got everything but the last few words. I didn't know what he said. I wasn't making fun of him. I wasn't. I couldn't hear him. He just said sorry. Okay, we'll try again.
Hi Lisa, sorry, I'm from Brazil.
Oh, Brazil. Tudo bem?
Hi?
Tudo bem?
Oh, sorry.
So, what do you think about the Xbox One, man?
Call.
Hey, thanks.
Call to Victor.
What?
Well, it looks like Victor's calling in. I'm confused.
Yes. Victor speak English.
Oh.
I speak English fluently.
How do I answer it? It doesn't give me the option.
Yes, but I don't like Xbox One.
No?
No.
I don't like.
Why?
Why not?
Hi Victor.
Hi. What's up?
Hey. All right. What are you? But I don't know how to say your name. Matthias doesn't like the Xbox One. Victor, can you explain to us a little bit more?
Well, what he was trying to say is that they talked of Sony yesterday after the Microsoft event jumped up. What do you think about that? That means PS4 is winning over Xbox?
Do you think that...
They talked of
Oh, yeah.
Sony yesterday.
Yeah, I think because maybe it seems a lot of people are afraid of the new Xbox. Like it wasn't what they were expecting. I honestly think that a lot of the Xbox One heat, as far as that specifically is concerned, is that the gamers haven't heard enough things about games. And so they're upset and they want to hear more about how they can actually have fun with games, with what games look like, what games are coming out, which they gave us a little bit of that, but not a lot, and haven't been too specific about games. So I think that honestly, we haven't heard anything yet, so why jump the gun? So wait and see what the final word is. They're going to come out and tell us all this awesome stuff, and then I think everyone's going to be like, oh, okay, it's great. Other features aside, but I think for now, and that's just the stock market for you in general. It always is going up and down depending on what happens in a day. So the Xbox reveal happened. A lot of people weren't satisfied with it, got upset, jumped ship, and bought some stock on Sony. So I think that's just all that is telling of how satisfied the consumers were over the Xbox reveal versus what they've heard already about the PS4. So, but
Okay, thanks.
yeah, thanks for calling in, guys. Good night.
Hi, thanks for good night for today.
Bye. Sweet. Phone call from Brazil. I am from Brazil.
Thanks for
We love
calling in, man.
Brazil. Woo.
Here's an interesting question. Will the Xbox One be region free? Will it be region locked or not?
Good question.
Because I know Sony went region free with the PlayStation Vita. I don't know if they were region locked on the PlayStation 4, but it would be interesting to see if the new Xbox would be region free. Because the reason why I ask that is because there's games from that are our region, and then you have European PAL games that come out, and sometimes we don't get those games. So if I wanted to import a PAL game to play on my Xbox, on the old Xbox on the 360, I wouldn't be able to do that. But I wonder if it will be unlocked for this.
I'm gonna guess not. Because I feel like that would just introduce a whole world of new problems, no pun intended.
Anyway.
That's a good thought. I'll be curious to find out. But I bet not. Alright, let's see what Hector has to say. Boop, 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 boop. Hector. Oh shit.
I want to post something in the chat.
You saying that is making me nervous.
No. Luda just sent me something that was pretty funny. So during the reveal yesterday, they showed the trailer for Call of Duty. And this was an image.
The trailer?
No, they did show a trailer. And so
I'm sorry. They when?
at the end of the reveal, they showed a trailer for Call of Duty.
That wasn't the trailer.
Yes, it was. They showed the inside of making the game, and then they showed a trailer. So
it was in gameplay.
That was a trailer.
Okay.
So in the trailer, somebody caught this image and shows the sun middle. No, it shows the sun in the middle, but the rays of the sun are coming from far left in the most random spot.
Oh. So you posted it?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I don't know where my chapstick is. Okay. Oh, I can't call phones, people. Okay. Ian. See what Ian's up to. There's a hair. Ooh. gotta lube up my lips. They're dry. All right. Oh, I almost hung up. What's up, Ian? Welcome to the Lisa Malambri Online Podcast Show. How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. What are your thoughts on the Xbox One?
I think it's going to be pretty cool, but I think you guys are talking about the whole voice thing. I think they said that they're going to have voice recognition, so it only applies to your voice, but I don't know if I'm wrong on that.
Oh yeah, good call. So that would answer your question, babe, about how funny it would be if they use the new console for a tournament and then someone in the audience yells Xbox off.
Right.
They wouldn't recognize it because their voice isn't in the system as a recognizable sound. So that would make sense, but it would hope that would still need to be turned off, be able to be turned off, because...
Exactly. But I
Yeah.
don't know, I still think the PS4 is going to win the gamers side, but the Xbox is going to be the whole family console where everyone's going to connect their TVs to it, then the kids are going to get on the games, yada yada. But the PS4 I think is going to be more for the hardcore gamers.
See, man, I don't disagree, but it's just it's not just the console thing for me, it's the controller. So unless there can be a universal controller that everyone can just agree with, then
Yeah, I mean, I agree. The Xbox controller is amazing. I think it looks super nice. I like the whole trigger response triggers or whatever they said.
yeah.
It's really
Yeah.
well done.
Yeah. Like,
And the whole touchpad on the PS4 is a little awkward in my opinion.
yeah, I never use it. Like that scenario in the game has to be literally just for that, and there can't be any enemies involved for me, or it's just like, oh, you want to climb this? Use the back of the thing, climb the rope. So yeah, I think there's nothing super fun about that. I'm not excited about using it. I'm like, yay, okay, it's neat, but not for my controller. I don't need it there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Ian, for calling in. Have a good night. Take care.
Problem.
Later. Okay, Twitchy's trying to call back again. What happened with Twitchy? All right, Jesse, you keep calling me. What do you want? What do you want, Jesse? What do you want?
Hey, I have a quick question.
Oh gosh, yes.
Is the Xbox One going to be compatible to play original Xbox games?
No. It's
Unfortunately not, yeah.
Mm-mm. I know. Everything's new. It's clean slate, starting over, starting fresh, all new everything.
Is it
See.
gonna... Why?
I don't know, that's just technology, man. You know, at a point, everyone, when you're growing with the technology, that's just kind of what you have to do. It's what has to happen, because otherwise you're putting in all this new technology into the console, and then you would also have to keep old technology in order to continue playing older games, and in order to keep everything streamlined, basically that wouldn't be streamlined. So it would be a much bigger thing, or so much going on, and it's just to grow with the times, you just got to cut it off and move forward.
One little console?
Jesse, can you hear me?
Can you hear Rick? Yeah, he can hear you.
Hear you.
Okay, so basically the reason why you won't be able to play your 360 games is because both, and this is for PlayStation as well, both new systems are running on a completely different architecture. It runs on x86, which is both systems before this, the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, will run on PowerPC architecture. So there's no way to allow those old games to play on the new systems. It's the same thing that happened with the original Xbox, and they tried to make it backwards compatible, but they had to use an emulator to do it, and the emulator was so messed up that they were just like, screw it, we're not going to even try to continue to allow these games to be backwards compatible. So they decided to go with this new structure, which I actually agree with them. They're trying to run their own windows on it, as well as that's why we have this really cool UI to play with. So I mean, I'm sure if they could have done it, they would have. But to take a step into the future, I mean, that's something we have to give up.
Oh, okay then.
Uh-oh, there's feedback somewhere.
Oh,
All right, Jesse, well, thanks for calling in. Have a good night.
good question, man. Thank you.
Bye.
Peace.
Alrighty. Alex, what do you got to say? Yes, please have an Australian accent, for the love. Ooh. Hey, Alex, welcome to the Lisa Malambri podcast online show. How are you?
G'day, mate. How's it going?
It's going good. What are your thoughts on the Xbox One?
Well, mate,
It
I
does-
reckon Xbox is gay, eh?
It's gay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't like them.
You just don't like them?
Their controllers are just silly. I've been playing PlayStations all my life.
Oh, really? Hardcore Sony
And
boy.
it's just, I just don't get it. You only need one console.
Yeah.
Through the Xbox.
Yeah, I mean, if you've already got a PlayStation, then yeah, why? So you're going to be buying the PS4 then?
Oh, no, I only have a PS1, eh?
Oh. Hardcore.
Yeah, me and Dave Mira go right back.
Yeah.
Hawks one.
Nice.
All right, I love me some Dave Mira.
The loyal gamer. I'll never part with the original.
Just wanted to call in and say, love your stream.
Thank you.
And I'll keep watching.
Aw, thanks.
So have a good one.
Thanks, Alex. Thanks for calling in. Have a good night. Or
See
day.
you later.
Bye. I can't tell if he was putting that on because he's watching the stream, and I was like, please have an Australian accent.
Right.
Or what.
Oh, he's
But,
not Australian. That was pretty damn good if he was faking it.
No. You know, you can have an Australian accent. He's Australian, but I'm saying I wonder if he was putting it on even more, like making
Right.
it thicker.
Yeah.
But, okay.
You damn bogan.
Zeno. Don't call him a bogan.
I'm not. I was joking.
Why is my hair, like, wrapped around my freaking neck? If you want to Skype in to Lisa Malambri. Sorry if that's, you can't hear that. Alright. Guess they've stepped away.
Oh, wow.
What? Alex,
Chat.
we didn't call you a bogan. Rick was making a joke about something else in general, not you. See, Rick, you can't make those kind of jokes. Jesse. Again. Oops. I don't want to video call you. What do you have to say, Jesse? Jesse's calling back, which is fine.
What's up?
What up, Jesse? I got another request. Did you have something more to say?
No, I thought I could send a friend request. Is that alright?
Oh, I'm not keeping any people on my list, but thanks for the thought.
Alright.
Oh, have a good night, man.
Alright,
Later. Oh man, so many people. We'll take Chris's call. Brim, I'll take Chris. What's up? Welcome to Lisa Malambri
How you guys
podcast.
doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. I was just wondering, do you guys think the Xbox One could play with Xbox 360? Like, the both would connect online? Did you guys answer this already?
Both connect online. What do you mean?
Like, so I could buy the Xbox One, and then my friend could have the Xbox 360, and we could both go on COD together.
Oh, that's a good question.
So, like, the online would be connected.
That's a good question. I don't know if we know that answer.
No, we don't know that answer. But I would.
I bet it's separate because they're different discs. They're different games. Because what's going to happen is you're not, except for right now, I bet Ghosts will be the only Call of Duty that's for both, just because everything's switching over and there's an overlap. So people are still going to have the 360 and not have the one yet. So they're going to allow you at least to play it on your current current console. I don't think that'll happen again. I don't think they'll make two. I don't think they'll make an Call of Duty, for example, any game that's making two games in that way. I don't think they're gonna make it for the 360 and the One every year. I think it's just this year. So.
Oh yeah, that's true actually.
Yeah. So, but that's a good question, and it could be a possibility. But I feel like it's a different. I mean, you're right. It's online, so.
Yeah, I don't know.
So for Ghosts, I wonder what's gonna happen.
And another question: how did they answer any questions about like the party for like online parties, like you know what I mean, like parties?
Like a party chat or the lobby?
Yeah, like a party chat. Like apparently they're gonna run it through Skype or something. That's what I heard. They're gonna run it through Skype instead of actually like Xbox chat.
Huh. I don't know. Gosh, you're stumping us. I don't know anything about that. I don't think that would make any sense to use Skype. Right, babe?
I don't know. None of that's. I haven't been able to confirm any of that. So, I mean, it's. I'm not saying that it's not going to happen. I mean, Microsoft did buy Skype a few months back, so you never know. I'm sure it's going to be it's going to have a major role in the Xbox and with Windows and everything. So, could be a possibility.
Huh. Yeah. I wonder what they'll do though. I mean, they haven't needed to in the past, so I don't see why Skype would need to be integrated into our gameplay.
Yeah.
So I think that might be more than they need to do is what would happen. But that'd be interesting to find out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, thanks for calling in, Chris. Have a good night.
All right, you guys too.
Okay, bye.
See ya.
Okay. So I cannot. People are signing off of Skype before I can get to them. Alright. Let's see. We'll call F1 Femi. Oh man, why is everyone try calling when I'm trying to call a call? Alright, F1 isn't answering, so I will hang that one up, answer this one. Hello, welcome to Lisa Malambri Podcast online show. How are you?
I'm doing very good. You?
I'm wonderful, thank you. What are your thoughts on the Xbox One?
This is coming from a PC gamer's perspective.
Okay.
And, I actually want the consoles to be better because as PC gamers, I feel that even though we may not play consoles, obviously, it's still important for you guys to progress in your little field too. I was just wondering, what are your expectations? Like, what do you want from this new new console?
Me, what do I want? Let's see. Honestly, I don't have big demands. As long as I can, I get excited just when a new game comes out, and even when people don't, when they, the critics may say, reviewers could say, oh, it wasn't that good, or it's the same old thing, or it's more of the same, blah blah blah. I'm fine with it. Like I'm easy to please, apparently. But I mean, the only thing that upsets me are when you start putting in roadblocks to certain things, and that's when I start fussing. But as long as they continue to deliver, then it makes me happy. But yes, there are still certain things that, like such as the what's going to happen with sharing of the games now kind of scenario, and that kind of stuff upsets me. And I'm just hoping that with all of that, at least they're able to make it fair so that we're not pissed off about whatever the outcome that they decided to be, like if we regardless have to always pay $60 a game and you can't share it at all, like, I mean, or I don't know, like, just I'm just waiting for the final words. I'm not trying to judge just yet and get upset. I'm upset at the some of the word out there, but what do you think, babe?
I actually agree with him. I think that PC is actually the master race and all. I play on all systems, but in a console view, I just want I want better connectivity. I want better servers for our games. I want to. I just love in a console is what I love about console is being able to communicate and have like my own little community and always be able to connect with them through party chats and things like that. I mean, obviously you can do the same thing on PC, but it's not as streamlined.
It's not the same,
yeah.
Different feeling.
And I think Steam is doing a great thing with their online base and how they have infrastructured connecting with people and buying games and things like that. What I think people are not realizing is how PC gaming has come back because of the ability to connect an Xbox controller and play your games without using a because a lot of people that come from consoles and try to play on PC, they're like, oh man, a keyboard and a mouse, how the hell do I use this? There's so many buttons that I have to press, so many different things that I can do with this that I feel alienated, and now that you're able to use an Xbox, and on top of that, Steam is coming out with the Steam box and the big picture situations where you can actually have it connected to your TV and play. So I mean, I just like the community of it and the ease of maneuvering through my games and my TV and movies and music and whatnot. So that's what I love about consoles.
See, I like gaming on a PC if because of you can connect a controller. I am just not savvy. I'm great with typing. I'm a fast typer. I just can't maneuver buttons for gameplay. So if I can connect my Xbox controller to it, I'm cool. However, I'm still upset at then I'm like, oh, I don't get achievements, which is dumb, but nonetheless drives me to the next chapter. So, but yeah, so there's that. But thanks for calling, man. Have a good night.
No problem. You too.
Bye.
That is something I love too.
What?
Achievements.
Yeah.
It just adds so much another level to it. I mean, even though now Steam has achievements and stuff like that, but it's not the same. It's like you're competing with your friends to see who has the most points, and I don't know. It's just another cool feature.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what Casey's up to. Casey. Casey's mom has got it going on. Yeah. there's that. Let's see what Michael's up to. Michael. Michael. Okay, Michael's apparently busy as well. Y'all... Okay. Hello! Welcome to the Lisa Malambri Podcast online show. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great! Thank you. What are your thoughts on the Xbox One?
I think it was pretty cool.
Yeah?
I mean, I'm not like a fanboy of the Xbox or anything. I'm just watching the live stream. I think it's pretty cool what you guys are doing and stuff.
Thanks.
Asking everyone's topic about it and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thanks, man.
like, I just don't understand why everyone's like arguing about like which one's better. I mean, I think it's like it's just they're really, if you look at the specs, they look exactly the same. Like, sure, the PS4 has a better GPU, has like a 1.8 whatever gigahertz GPU, and the Xbox One has a 1.2. But compared to the Xbox 360 that has 0.2 gigahertz GPU, that's really not much of a difference. I mean, they're both gonna last a long time. And according to the rumors, the Xbox One has a dual GPU that's supposedly doing a new thing with it, where they're gonna have it doing two different things. So the dual GPUs are actually one's gonna focus on shadowing, while the other one's gonna focus on lighting, which is supposed to keep it up with the PS4. That's what I've heard, at least. I don't know, but I mean,
yeah.
that's what I heard.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear Rec?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Okay.
So what I've gathered is
But I was curious about that kid's question earlier, though, about the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One playing together.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I know they probably couldn't play together because the Xbox One doesn't have playback. But I was curious, is like the servers know that the Xbox One's going to probably use different servers because it has like the Xbox 360 is using like 15,000 servers, and the new one's going to use like 300,000 or something like that. So they're probably going to use different servers, but they'll probably be on the same system. So I don't know if you could probably talk to your friends that are still on the original, like on the Xbox 360 when you're on the new one. I don't know, but it's a pretty good question.
Yeah, it is. Very, very curious. Very curious, man. So many questions, man. All right.
I mean, and there's like other people talking about like what it looks like. It's like, I don't even care what it looks like, dude. As long as it plays perfectly, I don't really care. No one's gonna see my Xbox. They're gonna see my gamer tag.
Touche. I care about the size. Like if it's.
Well, yeah, the size, but I mean, it's not like it's gonna be bigger than the computer desktop. Those things are ginormous.
But they're getting smaller.
Yeah, and I mean, you can wait for the new slim one, anyways. I mean, that's probably the smarter thing to do, anyways. Because I mean, my friend, he's not gonna buy the Xbox One till a little while, because like the first generation always like there's always something wrong with them. Even the PS4s, there's gonna be something wrong with the PS4 as well.
Yeah, that's.
But I mean, the PS4, they are focusing more on just games, when the Xbox One's gonna focus more on like apps and like the internet, and like the Xbox 360, you can order food from it and stuff.
What? So, I mean, Xbox, order me Chinese. Send me Chinese food.
I don't know if I like that old voice activation thing.
I think that's cool. I just don't know.
I think it's cool, but I don't know if I'd use it. Just
right.
Talking to my friends, and I'd probably say something instead of saying Xbox off, and my Xbox would turn off. I'm like, dang it.
I know. Yeah. Because most of us game with headsets, right? So it's like if that mic has to stay on, that's gonna be A, annoying, or B, if you can turn it off, it'll be off, and then the whole thing will be, well, are you gonna want to? You'd have to go into the system to turn it back on. Therefore, you couldn't utilize Xbox on vocally. So then it's never gonna be on. I don't know. We'll see. But thanks for calling in, man. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Later. Why were you laughing?
Nothing. I was trying to talk.
Twitchy. He might not have been able to hear you at the time.
Yeah. No, I figured that.
Whoa. Shame on you people calling and then being unavailable. Jerks! Brayden! Let's go.
That's loud.
Hello?
Brayden, what's up? Welcome to the Lisa Malambri podcast online show. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're great, thanks. What are your thoughts on the Xbox One?
I think it's a great thing, honestly. I don't see what could be wrong with it. Like, I think it's a great idea to get sit back and get change channels with a remote. You don't even need a remote anymore, honestly.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Freaking A.
That's like probably the coolest thing, but I think that really is the only new thing. Though. I don't really see anything new about it besides that and the whole Skype call while you're watching TV.
Yeah.
What's it called? The Snapchat or the Snap mode or something?
Snap function? Yeah, I think it's just snap mode.
Yeah,
Snap
that.
mode.
So I think those are like the only new things on the new Xbox One. Other than that, I don't see any other reason to go and buy it right away because I'm not really into the whole hardware stuff. I don't understand it anyways.
True. I mean, the multitasking stuff is pretty sweet, but that goes again with the Kinect, and then we're all discussing, if there's an option to turn it on and off, are we going to really be utilizing it? Because most of us are gamers, and we have our Xboxes to play games and not connected to our TVs to watch television.
Right.
That's for us, though. You know, like the parents, the families and stuff that probably just have the console in the living room and they can just... I don't know what they can do or they would do with it because I'm not them. But yeah, that's you're right. That's well, you get 1,000 friends now. Hey.
Well, you can get 1,000 friends on it? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's a party.
Yeah, it's a party now.
All right, man. Well, thanks for calling in. Have a great night.
Later.
Brim, yo, you gotta send me a request, son, because you're calling in while I'm in the middle of another call and I can't answer because that'd be rude. So send me a request so I can get to you in prompt order. All right, Ben. What to do, Ben? He lives in Boobstown. Let's go. Ben, welcome to the Lisa Malambri podcast online show. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. What are your thoughts on the Xbox One?
Really? I had a couple concerns because I play like Call of Duty competitively and stuff. And going on with I just feel like it's gonna conflict a lot with like local LAN tournaments, having to be always online. And stuff of that nature. Like having to have a Kinect connected to it 24/7. It's always online DRM and stuff like that. I just feel like it's really can conflict. Like console gaming, they really worked hard to get it where it is today. Like it always was kind of like a joke compared to like PC and whatnot. And now when we're kind of getting to that stage, it said it had to have some sort of like connection with the internet. And I just feel like it's really gonna, and with the whole how you can only have like one game per account and you can't like bring a disc or something, it's gonna cost a lot of money and stuff for like local LANs and stuff. Like I just don't see how that's gonna happen with the next Xbox, to be honest with you.
One game per account. What does that mean?
When you buy a game, it downloads to your account, and then if you want to take that game to any other account, or if you want to take that game and put it in your friend's Xbox One, he's gonna have to buy a separate key for it.
Yeah. Well, to go back to your first statement about the LAN thing, it's that that you don't have to constantly be connected to the internet. So that's a good thing. They just say that at least once, currently they're saying once every 24 hours. It could change. They haven't decided, I think, for a firm time frame, but that's what they're saying now, is that per 24 hours that the Xbox has to connect to an internet connection at least once, so that I would think then after that, you've got then 23 hours and 59 minutes to to play LAN offline, and that's when that can come in handy. So
I just feel like it would be really weird with the whole Connect, and then I feel like they're really kind of focusing more on the entertainment side of things instead of focusing on like the best graphics and the best games that they can get at to like the really game side. I feel that they're kind of making it more towards the casual thing, and that's cool and all, but I always feel like buying a new console, I want to have the best, game experience I can get. TV and other things is kind of, it's secondary to me.
Right.
No?
Yeah, as a gamer, for sure.
Yeah. That's really just my feel on it.
I know. That's why it's like there's just so many things in the air that we're all so conflicted and confused about, and that I think that when time starts approaching, it'll be more clear to us what's going down. And I don't think they're gonna upset us gamers too much. The shared game thing might be inevitable thing that we can't control, but otherwise, I feel like they're definitely going to be still gearing towards us gamers, because I don't think they want to alienate us. That wouldn't be smart, just because they want to cater towards mom and dad.
Yeah.
So we'll.
Yeah, that was just my main concern, the whole thing with the LAN and stuff, because that's it,
Yeah, no, valid concern. So hopefully that doesn't mess things up, because that would be a mess. All right, Ben, well, thanks for calling in. Have a good night.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks. Bye. You have any thoughts, babe? I feel like you haven't said much because...
Well, I just wasn't talking because I figured he couldn't hear me. Mm-hmm. As far as competitively gaming, I really don't know. I mean, I can't really comment on that because I don't truly know the answer to all that stuff.
Well, I mean, just like I said, you don't have to be connected 24/7.
Yeah. So I don't see why it would be a problem. And if it came down to it, everyone would, obviously anybody competing in the game would have their own game. They would have their own copy of the game.
Well, he was just meaning because when we all play connected online, there's lag and it's annoying. So
yeah.
That's what doesn't make LAN connection fair or tournaments fair, because they're all connected by LAN. And
no, definitely, but I'm pretty sure there will be some way that, like we do now with our Xbox 360s, we have, if you play on multiple consoles, you would have a USB stick with your gamer tag information on your profile. So basically, if it came down to it, you would take your profile with you to the tournament with your game disc and plug it in and play that way, and then when you're done, you take it out. I mean,
you mean just with your friends?
No, even at tournaments. I mean, you would bring your own copy of the game if you had to, or you could bring your gamer tag.
Why would you bring your own copy of the game? I don't think that the gamers in the tournaments these days have to bring their own copy of the game, nor do they even use their own gamer tag.
I know, but if the game is somehow coupled with your gamer tag, you would have to bring the game. If not, you would just have to bring your gamer tag.
No, it's connect. I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, you're right. We have played games where they've had.
Yeah.
Well, maybe what would happen is that, like it would be with a game. Like if you had a tournament and you would have the consoles that are set for every tournament, then they're gonna already have set gamer tags on those. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So whatever it would be called, gamer 1, gamer 2, gamer 3, gamer 4, gamer 5, gamer A, gamer B, C, D, like it would be the same for that console, and so they would just make sure to have these all, which would be a bitch to take care of, actually, I guess, if you think about it, because you're like, oh shit, gamers 1 through 6 are supposed to be, or 1 through 4 are supposed to be together here, but it says we got gamer C in here somehow. We got to find the console with the other number on it. I mean, that would be a pain in the butt. I guess they would just have to make sure to label it and never let that sticker come off. But that's an option.
Yeah. Or like I was saying, you would just bring your gamer tag and hook it into the Xbox. I'm pretty sure that's how they do it with the tournaments now, because when you watch the Call of Duty tournament, like the championship, everyone had their gamer tag when they were playing.
Yeah,
so
I forgot about that.
They would basically just plug their USB stick in and boom, there's their profile,
Yeah.
So if you already have that game and that game is attached to your profile, you're set. You just plug it in and you'll be able to play.
Yeah.
So
which makes sense, because if you're competing for that game, you most likely own it.
Would own it, yeah.
Yeah. And
What else?
I say? I was gonna say something I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, there's that. Okay. Take a call from Chris. Chris, what up? Welcome to the Lisa Malambri podcast online show. How are you?
Hey, what's up? I just called earlier,
Yeah.
like, I don't know, 15 minutes ago. I just had one more question.
Yeah.
For Call of Duty Ghosts,
Uh-huh.
when they say it comes out for Xbox One, the DLC, would it come out for Xbox 360 at the same time?
That's a good question because I don't think they clarified that, did they, babe?
No, but I would assume that they would. It would just be Xbox across the board.
Yeah, that would make sense because it would still share the same marketplace and everything, right?
Well,
Yeah, I think so.
Xbox, so
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
This is a good question, man.
What they're gonna do with that?
I think it would be across the board, especially right now for the first year. I would say, my opinion. I don't know, but I would think they would.
Yeah.
Because that would piss. I mean, they're already making people upset with the changes. I don't think they're gonna want to make people more upset unnecessarily. So yeah, good question.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I don't know, something to look into, I guess.
Something to ponder. Well, thanks for calling back in, Chris.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, later.
See ya.
David. Welcome to the Lisa Malambri online podcast show. How are you? Sick. Can you hear us, David? David, Bo David. I hear you wrestling around over there. Well, thanks for calling in anyways. Take care. Let's talk to Kevin from New Jersey. Shane, send a request, bro. Kevin, welcome to the Lisa Malambri online podcast show. How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going wonderfully. What are your thoughts on the Xbox One?
I think they're having a messaging problem with this conference that they just had.
Yeah?
Yeah, because they started the program at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday, and yet they're focusing on the mainstream who are not watching it at that time.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Did I hang up?
Yeah, because he didn't. I don't think he finished what he was saying.
Shoot. You guys gotta send me requests. Contact requests. Dude, I don't know what happened. I must have hung up.
No, I got cut off for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. Sorry. What were you saying again?
So I was saying that they had the Xbox launch at 10 a.m. on the West Coast.
Yeah.
And they focus on the mainstream who are not watching it at that time. That's what all hardcore gamers would be watching it at that time since it's the work day.
Right.
So
yeah.
They do that first of all, and then I don't really like the Xbox One name at all.
Really?
I think it confuses it when they're calling, because now like when you call the original Xbox, you usually call it Xbox One.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about that. So I think there'd be confusion in the marketplace, like having the successor to the 360 be called the One. Even on the box, it just says Xbox. There's no One on the actual console.
Right.
Well, does the original Xbox was it really called Xbox One?
No, it was just called Xbox.
No, it was just Xbox.
I mean, it's just like how the PlayStation was. You call it PlayStation 1 even though it was just called PlayStation.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you notice, I feel like the titles are always numbered. So with PlayStation 2, it's a number 2, PlayStation 3, number 3. And so the Xbox putting the one spelled out as O-N-E, it really, to me, I get the idea where it's trying to emphasize that it's an all-in-one. It's a one-stop shop. Everything's included. It's one unit for everything. Like, just I feel like it totally encompasses everything it's trying to stand for. I think it's actually a brilliant name. I know we were all hoping for something very cool and hip, which would have been neat, but...
I thought it should have just been called Xbox.
Well, then you're now going back on what you said about the original Xbox. Then it would be confused with the original Xbox. Because the original Xbox was just called
do
Xbox.
It how they do with the iPad. Just call it the new Xbox. I just feel like they're already trying to go the Apple way already with all the TV stuff now.
Yeah.
There's things like that. So
I know.
They just went all the way with that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. That's just kind of like everyone's trying to monopolize on what they can do to branch out to make, bring in more money. So, I know.
I also don't get why they're not clarifying the questions that gamers have about the always online, the used game. It seems like everyone has a different response to that question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know. That's why we're having this discussion, is to just kind of talk about all of these confusions and our opinions. And we really can't do anything until they release more information. So it's just the waiting game now at this point, which hopefully we won't have to wait too long with E3 around the corner, and just hope that they delve into a lot more info then and leave us way less confused than we are now. Yeah.
Just hopefully they don't go with the third console curse now.
Right.
Oh.
Very true.
All right, Kevin. Well, thanks for calling in, man. Have a good night.
It was good talking to you.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Later, man. I think that Microsoft doesn't know exactly what they want to do yet either.
Yeah,
As-
definitely. Because even they've said certain things, like with the always being connected to the internet thing. They've said specifically that currently, as it stands, they have it at every 24 hours is their idea, but it's not for sure. They said themselves they don't know exactly yet. They probably put that out there to get a feel, and
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that's what these things are for, to get the public feel, to see what, just like with movies, you have screeners, public screeners, to get the public to come in to give their opinion and to watch their reaction on the film, so that then they can decide if they need to tweak the movie to make it more fun or less weird or whatever, or if it's perfect, then they proceed on from there.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of start giving tidbits early on in order to make it, the best that they, think it can be for the public.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I definitely think that they know what they're doing entertainment wise. I think that with the gaming wise stuff, they're kind of doing damage control and trying to figure out what they need to do and the right way to do it with the whole community of gaming. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens during E3 when all these questions are finally answered.
Yeah. What's up, Shane? Thanks for calling in, Lisa Malambri podcast.
Hey.
What's up? How are you?
Yeah, I was just curious. Do you think the achievements would carry over?
Yes, they will.
Yeah. Oh, they will. You know this for
Yes,
sure. Okay.
I know that for sure. That has been confirmed.
It has been confirmed. It will carry over.
Okay. Yeah, that's really all I really had to ask. I just made the Skype account, so I didn't know how to add you. So,
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, right on. Cool, man. Thanks for calling in. Have a good night.
All right, thanks.
All right, there.
Later, man. Yeah, they said that that's the one of the most important things that will be transferred over is your gamer score, your gamer tag, your gamer score. I believe also all your friends that you have will even if it's Xbox 360, if they still have 360 and they're not on Xbox One, they'll still be on your friends list to be able to communicate and stuff like that.
Could you imagine? I mean,
oh man, that would
what
suck.
a shitstorm that would be if they just had to start from the beginning or
Yeah.
zero. Oh.
Yeah.
Talk about damage control. Shit. All right. Chopsy? Who dis?
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the Lisa Malambri online podcast show. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good. What are your thoughts on the Xbox One?
I think it's good, but I'm not sure about the game for it, and I'm kind of waiting for PS4 and Xbox at E3 to see what games they put out for that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know.
The fifth.
I think they focus more on on the announcement. They focus more on the technical side of things and the side that not as many people care about.
Mm-hmm.
Gamers, anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they focus more on a wider market or something, and try
Yeah.
to get people that don't currently game or whatever to go out and buy an Xbox.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what E3 is going to be all about, because E3 is when they release all the goodies on games. And so they figured, just instead of doing it twice, just do it all in one hurrah. So what are your thoughts on the 15 exclusive games coming to you on Xbox One?
Yeah, that sounds good, but I want to see these games before, obviously. I don't know how good they will be, or whether 15 games means games or arcade games, or I don't know.
True. Well, they did say there would be new franchises, so I would assume that would definitely be full games.
Yeah, and I don't know.
Or big games.
It depends, and I'd say one of them will definitely be Halo, because everyone knows that a new Halo is going to be coming out, and it just depends it depends how many of these games that they're saying exclusive are actually for Kinect rather than what people like, if you know what I mean. Because Kinect games are always exclusive, obviously, because there's no Kinect on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what Xbox has over PlayStation for sure, is the Kinect abilities, capabilities.
But I've never really enjoyed playing on the Kinect, so if they release maybe 10 Kinect games and 5 normal games, then it's not really.
Yeah.
True. True.
Yeah.
However,
it just depends. I don't know. That's why I'm still. I've got an Xbox now, and I've got Xbox and PlayStation now, and I prefer my Xbox, but I'm not sure going into the next gen what I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
I might end up getting both, but I'm just gonna have to wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Well, thanks for calling in, man. Have a good night.
No worries. Catch you later.
Later. Or I think he sounded like he was Australian.
Yeah.
It's daytime for him.
I agree with him on
evening. It is a night.
The Kinect situation. I know that when Xbox said that 15 exclusive games would come out in the next 24 months of the release of the new Xbox, that eight of those titles will be new IPs. I think that they realized that the Kinect was more for a core audience and not so much the hardcore audience. So I don't think a lot of those games will be Kinect.
Yeah,
they may use some of the features, but I think they realized that a lot of people didn't play Kinect unless they were playing Dance Central or some kind of fitness game that actually used the Kinect.
Hey, I'm all for the dance game, so they better keep pumping those out. I was really sad when Guitar Hero ended and all that Rock Band stuff. I was like, no. I just love that stuff, and I don't want it to stop.
And what I've spoken with when I've spoken to people who work with Microsoft and stuff like that have asked about Kinect. I think what I would like to see as a hardcore gamer is maybe implementing the Kinect in ways not just through voice, but allowing you to use the controller, but also use some kind of movement with the Kinect. So say I'm playing a first-person shooter and I use the controller to duck down behind something or up against a wall, and then I lean with my body to view over the edge. That would be cool.
You've been saying this forever.
I know.
You love that you're just waiting for them to do this.
Seriously, I mean that's how I would love to be able to use the Kinect as a hardcore gamer. I think that would be an added cool bonus. So if they were to put features in like that, that'd be awesome. But these games like
we can't see you that well.
Like the Gunslinger or whatever, or
that's a kid's game, though, is it?
No, I know, or like Kinect Adventures. Those are games that I would never play.
Rick wants to be a soldier in real life. Yes, he does. I think it's just that is neat, but I feel like for me, as a gamer, for shooters, you're already scanning and your eyes are already just immersed in your screen and the world, that having to think about moving my body to do something on top of it all, I feel like would be just too much for me personally. Like, I wouldn't want to have to be like, oh, I gotta do this to like, oh. I mean, I guess it could be a good idea if they were minor, and then it could add fun. But then that would change it up to being more of kind of a, it would be a Kinect thing to where when you're using Kinect, obviously most of the games that you're using are playing, it's kind of like a workout. So it's very energy consuming, and so instead of sitting there and just relaxing and enjoying a game, other than the yelling that I typically do, but having to then put my body into it would just be exhausting. I'd be sweating and it would not help for streamers too. Like, like trying to get that going. If you're an in-cam person, I suppose, which most streamers are these days. They have it, they're in-cam, and so if they constantly be like doing this number, it's going to be kind of weird. Right. But it'd be interesting to see if they did something like that in the future, or at least there could be just some games where that happens. Not necessarily all games, but a game where that becomes a factor, which I don't see that to be, something that couldn't happen in the future for sure.
Right. And it also falls along the lines of when we talked about the Illuma Room stuff with the Kinect being able to spread out your game across your wall to give you more of an immersed feel into the game. But what I think it's a cool feature, but then not a lot of people, it's the same problem you run into with the Kinect. It's like a lot of people don't have big living rooms. A lot of people don't have the room to use the Kinect to its full potential.
That's the one thing I'm looking forward to, is to see, because I'm sure they know this problem, or know of this problem. So I'm wondering if they've they've already made the Kinect to where it recognizes more joints now. Have they done anything to where you can utilize a smaller space, right? With the current Kinect, I'm curious to know that. I feel like that's something that would be fun to mention if that were the case, and since they didn't, likelihood is slim. Yeah. But that would be good, because if there are devices out there that you can attach to it to make it so, then it doesn't seem like it's not bigger. It's not impossible, I would think, for the Kinect to come that way standard. Yeah. All right, let's take a call from Curtis. Oh, I'm like using my mouse for my computer. Kicker. Potentially harmful software detected. Sweet. Do I press clean system, honey?
No.
Remove?
No. What popped up?
Windows Defender alert.
Just close that.
Curtis, you're not answering. Thanks for calling anyways. Let's see what Ryan's up to. Ryan.
Genesis, you don't get banned for stating facts, dude.
Hello.
Ryan, welcome to the Lisa Malambri online podcast show. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're great, thanks.
What up?
What are your thoughts on the Xbox One?
I'm really excited for it. I like how they have the live TV integrated with your Xbox. I'm even thinking about getting one for my living room as well. And I mean, I'm really excited. What are you guys' thoughts on the live TV?
That's neat. I like the multitasking capabilities of the whole thing, where I could watch TV and do something else, check something else, or go to, what did he used Internet Explorer? I could go to Internet Explorer while I'm watching TV. Babe, what are your thoughts?
I love the whole fantasy stuff. I think it's awesome that I can be updated with my fantasy, football league while I'm watching the games, and see my buddies in real time if I'm beating them or not, and score updates and things like that. I mean, it's basically a futuristic TiVo. And if you're, one of those people that you watch sports, you watch TV all the time, you're watching HBO or whatever, it's perfect. I mean, it eliminates the hassle of having to get your own TiVo box or whatever. On top of it, it plays your games, it plays your movies, everything, and you can, like Lisa said, go back and forth between or at the same time multitask. So I think it's awesome.
Yeah, we think it's a unanimous awesome over here.
Yeah.
Xbox. Yeah.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
Another thing is, I don't understand how people are saying that the PS4 is going to win over the like the gaming section or whatever, because the Xbox is already less powerful than the PS3 and stuff like that. So I don't know.
Babe?
Yeah, honestly, I can't answer that. I don't know that question. I don't know the answer to that question. Yeah, sorry.
Rick doesn't have an answer. I'm speechless. We're stumped. And if you just made me speechless, put it in the record books, everyone. Lisa has nothing to say. Holy shit. Well, all right, Ryan. Thanks for calling in, man.
All right.
Have a good night.
Later, man.
All right. Yep, have a good one.
Later.
That's a good topic, the whole entertainment stuff, because I think Microsoft knows exactly what they want to do with that there. Even you and I, we turn on our Xbox to not always just play games, but we watch Hulu on there, we watch Netflix and things like that. So to put everything into one is genius.
I agree. I like it because cool. Let's take a call from Razornock. I don't know. Is that supposed to be the Halo map? Razornock. What up? What up? Welcome to the Lisa Malambri online podcast show. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. What are your thoughts on the Xbox One?
Well, I think overall it's a good system so far. The controls design at least hasn't changed much since the Xbox 360. So different attachments like control freaks will still work, at least from what we can tell.
Mm-hmm.
But my main concern is hopefully the whole pass-through HDMI thing will work perfectly with every major carrier out there for TV and stuff.
Yes.
Can you hear Rick?
No, I got stream muted right now.
Oh, gotcha. Babe, just tell them that they did say that they were allowing the cable box
He said that they are allowing the cable box to
use multiple providers.
Multiple providers.
Even if you don't have, like, say, Comcast or Time Warner or whatnot.
Certain ones, like maybe UVerse or DirecTV, won't be allowed because maybe they can't get it to work with those boxes.
No, they actually have an HDMI in for that specific reason.
They have an HDMI in for that specific reason.
So that you can plug in.
I saw that, but like they have to program it to communicate with the box, with that particular box, with the channels and stuff.
Yeah, good point. I don't know. I think the way that they've set it up, it should work flawlessly.
It should, yeah, because I'm sure, especially if they're trying to really gear towards the entertainment aspect, I'm sure they've definitely gotten that covered. And I would assume that these boxes, even though they're all different carriers, still function the same way. You still have to, just like with internet, you have different internet carriers, but your internet connection, your wires are always gonna, connect the same. Our router works with their modem seamlessly because that's just kind of how the systems are meant to cooperate. Even though it's not a Time Warner cable specific router. So I feel like that they've got to have, it would only make sense for them to have that technology down and seamless, because then that it would be pointless for the whole concept of this entertainment device to, if they've got, it just won't work with Time Warner cable. Sorry guys. Like, then it's just like, what? Well, why would I buy this? Then, I would think they would definitely have that covered. That's my opinion. We don't know for sure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't.
Or they're like, oh yeah, I'll work with the top 10 or 15 carriers right now, but if your carrier's not one of those, then you can forget it for a while.
Well, yeah, I
You
mean,
may not see it for like 5 years until they decide to get around to it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I see what you're saying.
If you like say I'm with UVerse right now, then they're like, okay, we're covering these guys, but UVerse is top 20, and now I gotta wait 5 years to get the support.
right.
Yeah. Well, let's hope that they don't do that and that everything's all good.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Because I want to be able to, I hate having to flip back and forth constantly between my Apple TV, my UVerse, and my Xbox, and right now I don't even have but 3 ports on my TV, and I got 4 devices to run. So
Yeah.
I gotta pull a cable out of my Xbox and throw it in my cable box just to watch TV.
Right.
Yeah.
Not fun.
Not fun. I'm sure. I bet you'll be set. I bet things will be good. All right, man. Well, thanks for calling in. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So for him, he's actually in luck because I think that Microsoft and Xbox, they've already had a partnership with AT&T, so he shouldn't have a problem with Uverse. As far for us, which I've been pretty pissed about with the Xbox 360, is the fact that I don't even think to this day, since they've announced the ESPN feature on Xbox, I haven't been able to use that to its full potential because we are Time Warner. And for some reason or other, Xbox and Time Warner had this spout about Time Warner was like, well, we're not going to allow you to use up our clientele on your service so that we miss out on using our cable boxes or whatnot. So they've had a huge issue with trying to get them to sign over to allow us to use it. So we've been shit out of luck, but people who have Uverse, you're pretty much set. So
Yeah, Time Warner Cable sucks balls. Big fat hairy donkey balls. Let's take a call from Shane. Welcome back, Shane. What's going on?
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Did they mention any price that it will be starting at, the Xbox One?
Do we have any price points yet, babe? Any confirmed price points?
No, not yet.
No, nothing. Not even, no range, right? Everything at this point's been speculation, right?
Yeah, everything's in speculation.
Yeah. No, they haven't confirmed any prices or even given us a hint. So.
Do you think I'll have to camp out for it?
I don't know, man. I mean, isn't that kind of the fun of it?
I know. Well, I don't know. It's crazy because you would think, oh, they would make enough for everyone, but you just never know demand. And sometimes not having easy access to it also adds hype. And you just like every year with the iPhone, when you get a new iPhone, you think, gosh, I mean, just like the year previous, there's always been a mad rush and always long waits to get one. You'd think next time they're gonna have enough, and they don't. So I don't know. I don't know that answer. I feel like this is something that should be available that we wouldn't have to. Because a lot of people, even though they're gonna want it, I don't think they're gonna be buying it first day of release. I think some people are still gonna be waiting around to see how it goes. Some people can't afford it, or they just don't want it yet. And yeah, I think that if anything, they could.
Are you and your boyfriend gonna buy it the same night? Like it drops? I'm assuming y'all are.
I'm not sure what we're gonna do, so we will see. I know I don't like waiting in lines, so.
Yeah, because I'm like, I want to, but my friends are talking about staying out, camping out, and I'm not big on that. That's a little.
Yeah, I mean, if you're into it, then cool. Get a bunch of friends together. That's the best way to do it. But yeah, if you're not into it, then. But again, all your friends, if they're gonna get it, you're gonna feel bad you're missing out.
Yeah.
I might just cut the line. I think I'm gonna just do one of those.
Well, good luck with that. All right, Shane. Well, thanks for calling back. Good night.
I think the smart people will pre-order.
Why didn't you say that?
Because he couldn't hear me. I just figured I'd say it afterwards. He can hear me in the stream afterwards. But I don't know.
You would think though, like even
you would
again
think,
with
yeah.
the iPhone, when people like you can pre-order the iPhone and people still don't. You
Yeah.
know, so.
But I don't think anything has the hype of the iPhone back in the day. I mean, I think people, with these console systems, yeah, on day one, you'll be able to go and pre-order. The week later, you'll still be able to pre-order. But I don't know. I feel like hopefully there'll be enough for everyone to go around day one.
Hopefully. All right, let's see what Austin has to say. Oops. Apparently, Austin was waiting too long, and he didn't care. Derek, Boberic, Banana Fana, Boberic. Hello, welcome to the Lisa Malambri online podcast show. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good. What are your thoughts on the Xbox One?
I think it's gonna be very good. It's gonna do the good sell on the first day, but at the same time, it do the not so good because the PS4 be the best. It be the okay though.
You what?
It do the okay because it the best, you know.
Yeah. So you're a PlayStation gamer?
Well, I do the both. See, back in the day when the PlayStation 1 came out, like the very first, and like the Xbox, no more. Like I do the both, but the Xbox would like the controller's so big, you know, it's so big. But the PlayStation, it's so small. Fit my hand, cause Asian, it do that perfect.
Oh, nice. Well, that's good. I mean, if it works for you and you love it, nothing wrong with that. The controller's my problem too, but I'm backwards. The PlayStation controller bothers me, and I prefer the Xbox controller.
Yeah.
But that's a good point. So you'll be getting the PlayStation 4 then?
Well, I do to get the both because you know, I got the Xbox One, the Xbox Two, and everything about it. PS2, PS1, all the everything.
Nice. So you're gonna buy both, huh? Xbox One and PS4.
All of them.
Nice.
I'm gonna sit down with all my friends. We're gonna do the camp out. We're gonna get the sushi. We're gonna go to the whatever. I don't know what you have there. Here we just go to the Target. Whatever, you know.
Yeah. Wow. Awesome. Well, congratulations on both of those purchases. I just spit out my Twizzlers. Ew. All right, man. Well, thanks for calling in.
All right. Well, have a nice day.
You too. Bye.
Wait a minute.
He trolled us.
Oh, shit.
Half Asian ghetto accent.
That was rad.
That was a really good accent. Adrian! What's up?
Hello.
Hey! What are your thoughts on the Xbox One?
Well, at first, it looks really bulky.
Yeah.
The size for, like, if you're traveling and stuff, I don't think you're going to want to put it in, like, a backpack and stuff. It's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. I never even thought about transporting it now. Oh, crap. If you have a games case, will it fit? I don't think so.
I don't know.
Shit!
I don't know.
Shit! No!
Your wheels on that thing.
Dude, it's gonna have its own freaking rolly. It's gonna have to fit all in this rolly by itself. Oh, you leaving for the weekend? Where you going? No, it's just my Xbox. I need room for the frickin' Kinect now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, good point, man. Anything else?
No, just
Yeah.
can't wait for it to come out.
Woohoo! All right, man.
I
Well,
hear
thanks for
ya.
calling in. Have a good night.
All right, thank you.
Bye. I'm shutting. Man, that's a good point.
Mhm.
Crap.
Games did say that it would fit, though.
It did?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So,
Hey, how do they know? If we don't know the dimensions of that thing, how do they know?
because they're now officially licensed with Microsoft, so they know all that stuff.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I wonder if it'll fit in the Astro bags now.
Yeah.
It probably will. Because that's a pretty big slot.
I think we actually think it's bigger than it looks. I mean, it looks bigger than it is.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, we probably all think it's super huge, but in reality, it's probably small.
Like I'm looking at the original Xbox 360 right now, and that thing looks about the same size. So
No, it to me feels that. See, that's why I think it could be smaller because it looks thicker than they are now.
mhm.
But compared to the length of what they are now, it just seems shorter. Like it seems squattier and thicker. So I feel like then instead of being maybe this long, it could be this long, and that's why it looks really fat because the proportions are being. So I don't know. We'll see for sure. Let's see what's up with Alex. Again? Alex, the Australian. Well, I tried. Oh.
Hello?
Alex, welcome back.
What up?
Hey, I was just wondering.
Yes.
I'm looking through the Xbox stuff for the first time at the moment, and I don't understand the whole buying new games and selling games and all of that.
Yeah, we were trying to decipher that earlier. It seems that you have to, it's mandatory to download the game to the hard drive. So you have to put the disc in and then download it. And then you have to have a code to play it. And then the disc you can't just give to your friend to play. They'd have to also have a code to play it, which we don't know what they're going to charge for that, if that's the case. If you want to share a game, you would have to be signed. The first person's gamer tag that downloaded the game has to be signed on to a console first, then your gamer tag, in order for you to play their game for free.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds incredibly
intricate. Yes. Sounds like a big pain in the ass. Yes.
It's quite confusing, but we don't know all the details yet. So
PC games to Steam, where you download them essentially just to one account and you can't share them.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's gonna be interesting how it all unfolds, but yeah, there's that. That's definitely one of my downers about the whole thing. So
okay.
All right, Alex. Well, thanks for calling back.
Take it easy.
Later,
man.
I told you that wasn't his accent wasn't as thick as he was given earlier. Told you. I was like, Australians don't sound like that. Come on.
So Yukimli long time said that Adam Sessler had pointed out that the console is slim size, same size as a slim, just wider.
Oh, the length, you mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's saying it's the same size but wider is not the same size.
Same size in width, or yeah, height. I guess height-wise, so to speak.
Okay. I'm gonna take these last two callers.
Okay.
Where are the games? You only showed media. The games are coming at E3. What?
I was just laughing at General's message.
Okay, there's that.
All right, last caller.
And
I need to get up.
they're not online.
Oh.
So let's wrap it up. You and me, Rick. What are your closing thoughts on the Xbox One?
You want me to go first or you?
I just asked you.
Oh, I thought you said. Okay. I'm excited. I don't think that we know all the full details on the console yet. I think that everything is kind of, we've all made all these speculations, and some of us are upset about things and some of us aren't. And we definitely have to wait until E3 to really figure out which console is going to come out with a bang. So, I mean, honestly, I'm a big nerd. I'm sure at one point you and I will both have a PlayStation and an Xbox and one in the house. So, as far as that goes, ultimately, I'm really excited about the next gen, and I can't wait to see what it brings for us. So, what about you?
Yeah, basically the same thing as you just said. I'm super excited. I wasn't displeased with the reveal. I thought it was amazing. It gave me a lot. Whoa!
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know what everyone was expecting. My assumption, unless I'm incorrect, I feel like the whole lead up to the Xbox reveal was just that, to learn about the Xbox, not about games. So that's what we did. We learned about the Xbox, and I appreciated everything that they shared. I felt that the games and information that were on top of that we got that did involve the Xbox One, I felt that was added goodies. And as far as the rest of it and more games and such, that's what E3's for. And even so, if there wasn't even E3, I wouldn't have expected an Xbox reveal event because it was about the console itself. The console itself does not contain games already. You know, like the games are separate. It's a separate entity. There are different makers. This is a Microsoft thing. Yes, they're going to have exclusive titles, but that's nonetheless still, that's not Microsoft's glory to take, to reveal these, these games, if you will. Anyways, their goal was to just announce the Xbox One. And they did that.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. It was great. I didn't walk away feeling upset other than hearing later on some of the information about things like having to download your game and the whole sharing aspect of it and being connected online, which when we thought it was going to be 24/7 being connected to the internet and I found out it didn't have to be, that was a big relief because it doesn't matter to me personally because I'm always connected online when I game, always. But I'm feeling for the general public when, they don't have internet or they don't have good internet. I was feeling for those people, and I thought that wasn't fair. So I'm glad that was remedied in the way that they chose to do that. I feel like you have something to say, babe?
Yeah, I was just going to add that I agree with you on that part. It's like, what the hell are we going to do when we go home to our parents' place now, and our families that don't have high-speed internet now? They don't have. I mean, obviously, there's so many places in the Midwest that don't have. They aren't
not just the
completely
Midwest,
connected.
Just
well, yeah,
in the country, just very rural areas that don't have the connections yet. And you're right, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, like we could bring our Xbox and just play single-player campaign while we're there because we can't connect to the internet, and then our achievements would then just collect when we got online again. But now we can't do that because you have to be connected at least once in 24 hours if that's what ends up happening in the end. We don't know for sure. That could change. Once a week would be good.
Mm-hmm. All I can say is AT&T or whoever my service provider for my cell phone is going to be pissed because I'm going to be tethering the shit out of that when I have no high-speed internet connection.
Yeah, but AT&T sucks ball sacks already anyway.
Right.
So good luck playing anything on that connection.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm excited about Xbox One. I'm a little I'm somewhat intimidated and nervous about it too because of all the changes and the absolute complete shift to everything next gen. But nonetheless, like I said, it's just exciting. It's just goes to show the times, and we're just moving along. Kind of scary too, man. You remember when we watched Minority Report and we were like, wow, that's awesome. And now that's pretty much at our grasps, almost. I guess, short of having the image floating in front of our faces. But we're getting so close, and that's fucking scary. Anyways, yeah, I don't know much about the PS4. This isn't really a PS4 conversation, but people have brought that in to compare with the Xbox One. I'm sure it's going to be awesome, but it's going to be nothing compared to the Xbox One. I feel like the Xbox One beats it out. That's my opinion. But that's not knowing full specs on either consoles. So like that's not a complete, that's not a firm comparison or what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, you get my drift. But I've always been an Xbox person anyways, because like I said, the controllers I prefer on Xbox. PlayStation, it's like writing a different thing. I don't know. I think we've been
Brain
talking for
fart.
so long. I'm just like, my brain's fried. But
Yeah.
I'm excited. I can't wait. It'd be cool if they came in different colors. Microsoft, like how cool would that be? Two-tone red, two-tone green. I don't know. Like I think at least give us that.
I'm sure that'll happen eventually.
I don't give a damn eventually. I want it now. So yeah, and I'm curious as to, the limited edition consoles that come out with games or that correlate with games that come out. I'm really curious as to how they would make the next gen console look with those skins now.
Yeah.
Like the new Halo, like the Halo 4 one, how it's see-through, and I mean, just they're doing some crazy stuff to these things now. So that's exciting. But that's that. And
All
thanks
right.
for participating in our first podcast and dealing with the drama that was figuring it out along the way. So we learned one thing, that you guys can't hear audio. Oh, I think I figured out maybe why that was the case. I don't know. We'll figure that out. It's not your problem. And I plan on making this a weekly thing. At
Word.
least. Word to your mother. And guest hosts will be different every time, but this won't be the last you see of Rick Malambri. He is just the guinea pig. But he was a very good guinea pig and very insightful guinea pig.
I had fun.
Yes. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Malambri.
Yep.
You were amazing and quite insightful.
And thank you guys for all your questions and keeping us kind of fresh with everything we were talking about.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah, thanks for participating in the chat. Thanks for calling in on the Skype and being awesome. And I guess until next time.
You guys rock.
Yeah, stay awesome. Check y'all laters.
Peace.
Peace.